All right, I'm gonna start up the stream.
Lady kicks you. Had to
9 o'clock. Best I can do, Taro.
Alright.
All right.
okay.
So
You have to go to bed early?
It's not okay for me. Yeah. Go to bed.
Why your parents make you go to sleep early?
Yes.
Sucks. What'd you do? You in trouble?
No, it's just for health concerns. And also I have to get up at like 7 tomorrow to get to school.
fun. Does everybody have their character?
Did we move all the characters?
I don't know. Do we have to go back to the other map, or did you get your character off to the side?
I think we're
I
on
don't
the
know.
other map.
Don't know the other map.
Taurus is over here with Ulrich. He's got his too.
Oh, mine are right there. Are these them? These aren't my characters.
No, I got mine. I can
Those
change
are
the
the
states on
infected.
this one. Yeah, I think we're good.
I don't
this
see
is-
the other people here though, so maybe we do have to go to the other map for the other people.
This is the wrong Taurus.
Does it have states on it?
Yep.
Yeah, you can switch states to different characters, maybe.
I don't see any figurines on this one.
Taurus wasn't on this one.
I mean, this is the last map we were on.
Oh, the one before that then.
Didn't we move them? I thought we moved them.
Yeah, I thought you moved him off to the side somewhere.
No, it didn't. I thought it was AFK.
It didn't load, or? Well, everybody has their state character on their board, like in front of their thing. So.
It's true.
I'm saying
And
mine's not
even-
here. And Ulrich's isn't here.
Look, you
This
got
is-
5 states here.
This is the one with states, but it isn't the injected one.
No one has an injected one.
Yeah, we got rid of the injections.
We're not using the injected one.
Oh. Well then.
Yeah, if you missed that part, we have the hit points all on markers over by the DM screen here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did that on purpose. So, like, the screen is not filled up with numbers.
And also,
Oh.
you'll be able to change states on the figurine without losing your health bar because it's over on the front here.
Well, where'd that Ulrich just go?
It looked like you deleted it.
I didn't delete it.
I don't know, there was a hand hovering over it and then it disappeared.
Christopher.
No.
Alright, well, I guess we need to spawn a new one.
Oh, I don't have fucking states. Damn it.
Did you save it after you gave it states?
No.
Did we
Yeah,
do
that's
that?
your bad.
Wait a second. Didn't we do that? I hope we did. Yeah, save them.
I'm not even promoted. I couldn't have deleted it. Can I? I can't delete stuff. I'm not even promoted. It was one of you guys. One of you guys.
No,
just
I think it
deleted
bugged.
Motherfuckers.
Can we move back? I guess.
Yeah,
How far do we rewind? Or do you have it, Ninja?
I mean, it was right there. 60 seconds ago. There you go. There it is. I'm good. Ulrich the Strong. Oh, I don't need that.
I think we should make copies of our characters.
It's a good idea to save anything that you've worked on like that. You know how easy it is for them to just disappear into the void here.
Mine's good. Nah, no, don't have extras on the board. We don't need that.
No, I mean copies in case they disappear. Are we on this map now, Ninja?
So you are at the Torkreen camp. You can put yourself in the reception room right there. You are just gigantic. Look at you. The 100-foot ring sight.
You're ginormous.
Okay. Now, where we last left off, I had basically described the region. So it was a lot, and I can understand if you kind of zoned out while I was reading it all, but it described what you see on the map here. It described the buttes, the 100-foot tall mountainous buttes, and the cacti fields, and the flagstone road that's 250 feet wide, and has a pillar with either the head of a human or a thrycreen at the top of it, every 50 feet, all the way down the line there. There's also a crevasse on the left side here. And when you approached from this direction down here, and you eventually arrived at the edge of this crater. This is the holy land of the Thrycreen, where all of their exoskeletons and their sacred dead are laid to rest. And you are at the ring of domed buildings that is on the edge of the crater on this expanded map here.
Okay.
And Taurus, you came here with Lieutenant Kloxic. So Lieutenant Kloxic is a very capable psionic Thrycreen who seems immune to the Cyanatrix effects thanks to a shard of crystal that she wears around her neck. She said that her master, the Torkreen, is also immune to the effects of the Cyanatrix and wants to stop the Cyanatrix and would make a good ally and could use your help, and beckoned you and your party to quickly come here. Only Taurus was fast enough to keep up, so Taurus has been waiting here with the...
And Ulrich had
with-
exhaustion.
and Ulrich have been waiting here with the Lieutenant in this waiting room area. I also described some of what you see out in the outer area here with all of the mantises, many of them fighting each other, even the children. And the giant piles of weapons laying around as if they're preparing for a war.
I'll talk to her and say, that was a good run. I haven't ran like that in a long time. Nobody keeps up with me.
Yeah, Kloxic chitters, it is impressive. Your giant long legs must have helped. Normally, the smaller people of your size are unable to keep up. What about your
I showed-
jumping? It's going to jump up into the air as high as it can. How's your jump? How's your high jump?
Not as good as hers, but I'll do an athletics. High jump at max height. Let's see what I get. It's like a plus 14. Let's see.
You have your ring of jumping anywhere?
No, she has it.
Yep.
A 30-20. It's pretty good.
All right. They're impressed.
It's at my natural max, not like overextended max. And but I say it's not as good as Ulrig's, and I give her a wink and tell her to use the ring of jumping, and she'll do a jump. But she jumps 3 times that.
Well,
Piece of Mario.
Cloxic is going to brag about how Master. Hang on.
Can you guys hear me clickety clacking away over here?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
always.
Always were. Always clickety clackety.
Cloxic is going to say that Master Chak's chick is able to jump 48 feet.
Ulrich should be able to do about 60.
That's pretty impressive. So in a straight up high jump, their master is the best high jumper and can jump 25 feet straight up.
Hold on. I haven't actually mapped out once on my sheet.
48 feet forward or 25 feet straight up.
Well, we're also really tall too, so
Yeah.
that makes.
The Thrycreen pride themselves on jumping height. You've already proved that you can run fast, which is another thing they pride themselves on. But if you can also jump high, that's another metric they would rate you as a powerful warrior by how high you can jump.
Frank. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is. I gotta figure out how it calculates again.
Okay. Yeah, I always have to look it up too. It's a. Let's see. High jumps have a drastically shorter range. It's 3 plus your strength modifier.
Ulrich's 22. How tall is she? How tall is she?
So she can jump like 9 feet up, but I think like the
Hold on.
ring doubles your jump height, right?
Triples.
Triples it. So that's
What's her? I gotta figure out her.
27
height is.
feet. So yeah, that would be magically
It's
jumping
based on
even.
her strength.
Well, it's based on strength modifier. The regular long jump is your strength score, but the high jump is only your strength modifier.
It's also. Oh, well, not your height. Your height influences.
That's usually for if you can grab onto a ledge or something and pull yourself
Yeah,
up.
you're right. I'm reading that line right now. It doesn't say how tall she is, but I'm 13 feet tall, so she's. Doesn't matter.
Still, it was a good acrobatics roll. So, cool.
Let's say she's 11 feet tall.
So Cloxic is going to be happy when the rest of the party arrives. Orin is going to go into stealth and hide behind the couch.
Yeah, 27
And he
feet
will
around.
he will roll a pickpocket to stealthily take a snack from the tray and eat it without being noticed.
I want to roll against that. It's because.
Can you beat a 26 to notice him eat that canapé?
I can. Never
I brazenly eat it unstealthily.
Sure. They're
What
gonna
are
they're gonna offer you some wine. The Thrycreen really like this one kind of wine they produce here.
they have berries here?
Yeah.
What is the wine made out of?
Yeah, some kind of berry.
Has a nice taste to it with these things. Very crunchy.
When Cloxic drinks the wine, because Cloxic doesn't have any lips, she just throws it back in one shot. Drinks the whole thing.
I like your style.
Can you do the same?
Do
Yeah.
Thrycreen get drunk?
Yeah.
I will chug it back. Wine.
I'm doing the same thing.
Do I need to make a con save?
No.
Okay. We used to party harder in the gladiator tents. Much more wine.
There are a variety of items stored in the niches in the walls here, one item per hole. At a glance, you see full water skins, corked bottles, stone heads that have been salvaged from the broken pillars outside, globes of kank honey, bowls filled with nuts and tubers, plates
Hold
of
on.
dried
You
meat.
said king juice?
Yep, globes of kank honey. There's a censer filled with smoking incense that's filling the room
I
with
shall
a
help
sweet
myself
smell.
if they allow me to. If they're not against me having some.
The wine you're drinking is called Click Wine. It's very popular. It's sickly sweet, made from fermented flowers. It's a Torkreen specialty. The smoked meat is
Yeah.
lizard, although Thrycreen may tease that it's dried elf flesh. I think I did that last week a little bit. I said that it was elf flesh, and they sort of laughed a little bit when it was offered to the party. You didn't really take the bait, though. There's a little bit of teasing they were trying to do.
Hey. He is here.
Some time passes. Ulrig is getting impatient.
Are we going to get ready for battle with all of the other classic?
Kloxik is going to say, "It would be great if you could help us in the upcoming battle. Although you must speak to my master about this. I wonder what could
Where?
be keeping her."
Is she joining us here, or do we need to go find her?
Normally
How
we
you
would be
arcane
brought
eye?
before her, but something is delaying her. We must wait.
Arcane Eye.
Where are you sending it?
To wherever they're supposed to be.
You try
Oh.
to snoop with your arcane eye, but she's got defenses against any kind of divination on her particular main room. Otherwise, her enemies would easily spy on her.
I tell Ringside, you're being rude again.
I'm being sensible.
You can't just start doing magic in front of people.
Okay, after you've been here
Right.
for a while, the door leading into the next
Wait,
dome
hang on,
opens.
They don't even know I'm doing it. Unless I'm psychically giving off.
She is psychic.
signals.
She's literally psychic.
Okay, so the Thrycreen are going to ask you to come follow them, and they lead you into the conservatory. On the way, you pass through this area that's lit by clusters of 100 glowing globes attached to the ceiling. Each is a wax globe stolen from a nearby Wezer burrow. Each of the globes contains water. A few have been punctured with tiny holes and are dripping glowing water. That's interesting. It's a source of illumination, so this area is being illuminated by a luminescent water dripping from the ceiling. I guess a light spell was cast on the water itself. That's a cool trick. The room is filled with growing things. A thick carpet of grass covers the floor, and vines grow up the honeycombed walls. Small plants creep out of every niche, filling the air with the scent of flowers. Two Thrycreen. They seem to be some sort of priest, and some young Thrycreen are here tending to the plants. They're snipping off dead flowers with tiny silver scissors. At the center of the room, in a half pillar, obviously one that once stood along the flagstone road or atop the lip of the crater, the portrait head on top of it is a bald man with commanding eyes, and it looks uncannily like Korganard.
Repeat that last sentence.
You enter a room, and you see a pillar, and the pillar has a bust of a person's head, and it looks like Korganard.
I'm gonna pull his head out of my bag and compare. Be like, doesn't he look
Why
like
do you have
Coconut?
his head?
'Cause I brought his body with
Stop.
us.
Why do you?
It's
I
just
brought his body.
it's just a skull.
I
brought his whole body with me so that we can resurrect him later. I
am
didn't leave
asking
it at
why
the
do you
temple
have it? I was.
because nobody else can
Why-
carry
I
his
guess I was
body.
It's heavy.
All right. Unrelated question. Can I use 2 third-level spell slots to use a 4th level spell. Is that allowed?
No.
Does anybody want to say anything when I pull Korganard's head out of the bag and compare it to the bust?
As a sorcerer, though, can't you use sorcery points to give yourself a spell slot back?
Thank you
Yeah.
for reminding me about that.
You can eventually get 30 points in the spell slots and the spell slots in the points, you know?
Does anybody want to comment on me taking Korganard's head and comparing it to his statue of him?
Yeah. His head is his head at this point like just all skeleton?
Yeah, it's
Or
just a
is there,
skull.
like... Okay.
Pack ate everything.
Oh, yeah.
Does-
It's like the
Are-
shape.
are
It
you
kinda
sizing
looks
it up?
like Korganard used to look like him. That's
So-
what Korganard used to look like.
It seems as if they revered Korganard in this part of the world.
I will ask about the. I want to ask about the statue. Was there a Thrycreen Avengian?
Cloxic
At some
will
point.
shrug. Cloxic is kind of young and doesn't really know. Although this is a revered one, all of the statues that are marking these pillars are all revered and respected saints in psionics.
Are there any pillars or statues of Thrycreen Avengian in this room?
Yeah, well, you already saw one. The giant stone head had both a Thrycreen
Yeah.
and an Avengian human side and the
Yes.
Avengian eyes.
Ask Klaxik if they know about that one. That where we were at before.
Yeah, they're aware of it.
Toxic wasn't there with you guys. You gotta describe it.
There, we saw a giant statue that, and you guys weren't there either. Like, I don't know if you guys saw it on your way there because you guys kind of ran past us, but I don't know if you saw it on there. But there was this giant bust, like bigger than you, Taurus, like
What? I'm big.
2-3 times the size of you.
Cloxic
And it was
nods
just
and says
pretty
that
much
there
the head.
there are statues like that all over the place, all over the hinterlands. Many of them are lost and buried. Some are in better condition than others. I don't think there's even a proper accounting of where all of them are, but some make pilgrimages to visit them and see the faces of the respected old ones.
I will whisper to our group, maybe we can take the gems out of those other statues' eyes.
Most of the statues are much smaller busts. That one was huge, and you could clearly see that there was a compartment behind the eye. Whereas
What's
most of
the
these
dra-
statues don't have gems for eyes.
Yeah.
Where's the dragon at with all this? Oh, he transformed into like a. He
Humanoid.
looks like. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
He looks like
Keeping a low profile, hanging out nearby.
Did you guys make a character for him?
No.
Oh, I got one. He can be one of these guys. He looks
Sure.
like I think I said.
You were in control of him,
like,
so you can just pick a way that he appears.
he looked like Soul. Can I get a promotion? Please.
Okay, from the next room, you'll hear murmurs of human voices. Grimorn
Chris, you there?
hears it. And I think, Morg, you have a passive 19 too, right?
Wisdom?
Passive perception?
No, my wisdom. Wait, passive is just your 10 plus your proficiency in wisdom, right? Mine is only 18.
It's your perception skill.
Proficiency
Oh,
bonus.
so if we have,
Proficiency bonus.
yes, 18.
Chris, you there?
Yep.
Can you promote me?
So it says Grimorn's got a passive 19. He hears it. You've got an 18. You hear it. Nobody else hears it. But there are definitely humanoid voices on the other side of this door in the meeting room.
Can we hear what's being said, or we just hear the voices? That's it.
You overhear several people, a whole bunch of them, and they seem to be debating something. You might have overheard the word Cyanatrix.
Klaxik, what's that? Is the room next door, is that where the queen would be?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we are soon to meet the mighty and powerful Chexchick the Torkreen, our renowned and revered leader. She is one of the most powerful Thrykreen.
They're still talking in there, so it seems we'll be waiting for a while longer.
You don't have to wait too much longer as the door opens and you are allowed in.
There are dead people in this room. Why is there a Templar here?
Undo.
Damn it. Gotta be real careful about deleting things randomly.
Well, I was trying to delete the character, not the board. My bad. I'll pull this guy off. And then delete him. There you go. Alright, we're back. We're back. And this is the dragon.
Alright. The hide door opens and you look into another dome, the one illuminated by the light that streams through a round opening in the ceiling. Sitting near the center of the room is a larger version of a Thrykreen, its sandy-colored body painted in brilliant colors. A large crystal hangs about its neck on a thong. You realize this must be the Torkreen Psionicist, Chexchick. Flanking it are 4 of the Mantis warriors armed with Githkas, and with Chachkas stuffed into pouches at their waist. Smaller crystal shards really hang on thongs around the necks of each. Lying on the floor at their feet is a badly wounded Thrykreen, fluid seeping from the gashes that cover its body. As you enter the room, one of the Thrykreen jabs it harshly with a Githka. It's not the Torkreen, nor the Thrykreen bodyguards, nor even the victim on the floor that holds your attention. Instead, your gaze is drawn to a group of humanoids standing a few feet behind Chexchick. With a sinking feeling, you recognize the Urakites, who had first betrayed you to the Giants and then tried to steal the treasure of Hakar. At the same moment, the Urakites recognize your party. There's a moment of stunned silence, and then one of them steps forward. "These are the ones you were hoping would aid you in your war?" the Urakite asks scornfully. "They will only betray you to the Order. Kill them now before they sink a dagger into your back."
Evil talk from evil person.
But then
You're the one that betrayed us.
Be like, betray them? Like you betrayed me? You left me
Also-
for dead. They saved me.
We didn't betray you. Betrayal requires trust. We didn't trust you at all. And if you trusted us when you were pretty much our enemy, you're dumb.
No, Ulrig. Ulrig is talking to the Urakites.
I'm also talking to the Urakites.
One of the Urakites is going to say, "Ulrig, what are you doing? You died on the battlefield, and now you're brought back and working with the enemy? Traitor!" Thovaderic is quite upset. He's red in the face and says, "Hamanu would be displeased with you, wench."
I have such a good joke lined up that I just chose not to say.
What was the name of what was the name of the Thrykreen leader person?
Chexchick.
How far away are they right now?
You guys have just entered the room.
No, how far am I from? How many feet away am I?
I don't know yet. I'm moving the figurines into the room.
Okay. Well,
These
once
are
I'm
10 foot
within, like, 30
squares,
feet-
so everybody can take up a spot in a corner, except for the half giants, which are a little bit bigger. Chexchick is the same size as Taurus. Chexchick is a really, really big Torkreen.
They can get that big?
It's rare.
Who's leader? Who's leader? Who's gonna be leader? If you don't do it, I'll do
So,
So why were you guys? How did I asked the Thorkreen? How did they come to meet these Urukite humans?
it. We're on the same mission as us.
Chexchick is going to say, "Greetings, outsiders. My underling, the lieutenant, has brought you. I need your help. These ambassadors from Uruk, they also have come from far, far away, and they seem powerful. I have requested that they also join in my my efforts here. We must defeat the enemy. We must defeat the Order and end this Cyanatrix effect. Otherwise, psionics will be ruined forever."
And we're allied with
Jeez.
them.
These Urukites,
So, can
they're
I
not to be
talk-
trusted.
We already said
Can I
that.
Hope you
talk
like
back?
that.
we
Can I
she just said that.
telepathically communicate with her?
Hey guys.
up,
Sorry,
Will?
I
What's up, Will?
wasn't
What's up,
on
man?
yet. My son was hoping that I could play some Sundays with him, but I will not. I'll be. If
I
it looked
told
like
you it's K aggro. I said K aggro.
Excellent. D&D always takes priority.
Oh my god.
Fuck them kids.
Oh man.
Bring your kid to play on D&D.
Yeah, that's the dream. Someday they'll take up your
I've
hobby
tried
and play
that.
with you.
I've tried that. It kind of works.
I actually played D&D with a father-daughter team one time. It was all right.
Yeah.
There's
More
actually pretty
years.
good at
Alright.
being.
Couple more years.
He's like, his attention span's not there yet.
I will ask Chexchick which between us and them, who do you trust more?
Chexchick does not know you, and does not know them. Ambassadors from afar. I sense you all come from Tyr, and they come from Uruk. Two great city-states. I will treat you equally. And, I only ask that you do not come to battle in my presence. I seek a peaceful arrangement where we can work together.
What? Dokala and Thovaderek are here?
Yes, all of Hamanu's
Oh
men are
my
here,
God.
except Tyrion
Oh,
died, Arameo died, and there are two replacements that are here that you don't know yet.
Ooh.
I'm gonna whisper
What?
to Orin, unless they meet an untimely demise.
That was not a very quiet whisper.
I
No,
would
I
like
whisper
to
that.
come to
No,
a
for somebody
peaceful
who's
resolve.
supposedly intelligent, sure he would do things like that a lot.
I am certain
I
they're
whisper
thinking the
that
same
to
of.
you.
I am certain they're thinking the same of us.
Okay, so the Urukites here, many of them have a lot of stuff to say. Thovaderek has already been slinging accusations at Ulreg. Their halfling just sort of sits off in the corner here and seems to be listening to the debate.
But not Dokala?
Well, hang on. So the new halfling, Jix, is going to perk up every time the Cyanatrix is mentioned and seems to take a great interest. Dokala is going to run over, and you had friendly relations with Dokala, right?
She tried to kill me, sort of. But yeah, she was outwardly nice anyway.
So she will once again approach in a somewhat friendly manner, as if there's no bad blood between you. And she nods and says, "We could work together, for now." And then Shatek Sheree is here, and Shatek Sheree says, "I work with the people of Uruk. I work for Great Lord Hamanu. I, like you, am a Thrycreen. Like your people, the Thrycreen, you should trust us. You should trust Hamanu. For only I can speak as a Thrycreen would speak on these matters. The others, they are not Thrycreen. They would not
I d-
understand."
Oh, actually, we talked this through. We talked this through on my way here when I was trying to keep up with them. They were doing their chittering, and they taught me a couple chitters. I'll do a couple chitters to them and be like, I can keep up just a little bit in chitter.
Does he have to roll for that?
Man just called me a racial slur.
That's what I was waiting for. Yeah.
In the back of the room, drenched in shadows, barely visible in the corner where no light will touch him, Jared the Dark sits there with his hooded robe hanging over his eyes, so you can't really see his eyes, but you can see an expression on his face, just sort of a wry grin. And seated next to him in the shadows, there's another man. He's going to hold up his finger and cast a light spell, which reveals him, and he stands up and he'll step forward, and he'll say, "Thova Derek, are these the ones you dealt with previously?" And he seems to glare at Thova Derek, and he says, "Your previous failures have come back to pay us a visit, have they?" And Thova Derek glowers at him and says, "Shut up, Wardo! Just because you've been put in command for now doesn't mean I have to listen to your cheap insults. I failed at nothing! Those who died are the failures." And Wardo says, "Don't put your failures off on your allies who have passed. What matters is the objective. We must please our Lord Hamanu. You have been displeasing." And so Thova Derek goes red in the face, and this Wardo seems to have some sort of power over him.
I kind of like these guys.
I want to talk to I want to say to Jared, how's your spellbook game looking?
Jiren is, like, his spellbook got stolen,
Yeah, Orin stole it and we sold it in tier.
and he glares and he says, "What do you know of this?"
Nothing. Just ask.
Wonder, we found a spellbook on the ground.
Yeah, someone
Is
dropped
there-
it.
He's got murderous anger in his eyes, but you can't see his eyes.
Calm down, Jared. Don't pull out the wand.
No, it's cool. We went to a good home. There was a, I know he's a defiler, but I'm gonna say, they went to a purifier.
Yeah, like you can't see his angry
They're all
expression,
purifiers,
but the plants on the table just
Observer?
wilted to death next to him.
They're called purifiers,
Oh,
right?
that's cool. I like the touches
Preserver.
like that. I like touches
preserver.
like that.
Yeah, we gave it to our preserver friends in tier. They were destroying it. It's cool. It's safe though. They have it.
Wardo looks over at him and says, "Fool, you should have done what I told you." And Jared says, "I will in the future. I will."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So-
I don't still have the dagger that always stabs you in the back that the Dokula gave me, do I? Let me see. I'm trying to go through. It doesn't say it on my list, but I don't remember what
The
happened.
dagger that always misses.
that always misses. I think it was. No, you guys took it and did something with it. You had a. bet. There was a
Sia has
bet
it.
of some
Sia, I
kind.
gave it back to Sia.
Yo,
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Wardo.
you want to borrow it, Orin?
Oh, I just wanted to say, Dokula, we have that gift. It's served us so well. Say with a wry smile, and I show the dagger.
Could have served us better if I got a better thing.
She shrugs, and she says, "I heard what you did in the Forest Ridge. You're very unpopular with the halflings these days, you and your friends."
It was unfortunate. We wish that we were able to come to some agreement on that.
Apparently,
They
Jix
killed an
came from the
Avenger.
Forest Ridge and informed us of a great many things about what you've been doing.
Yeah.
I pull out Korganard's head out of my bag. I'm like, "Hey, you see what they did to our friend Korganard?"
Yeah,
He's a
they're
It's so close to
basically
the
as
mic.
bad as the Defilers at this point. They killed an Avengian. That's pretty bad.
Say what they did to our friend.
I have no regrets.
Dokul is going to say, if you felt the need to smooth things over, I could ask I could ask Basha to let you off the hook, but I wouldn't do it for free, you know.
I think we're a little bit far beyond persuading them, but at this
And
point,
I don't
think
feel
we're
that there's
giving
any
anything.
hook that we need to be let off of. If anything, they need to, and not all halflings, of course, but those from the Order need to make amends for what they did to Korganard.
At the very least, they need a cease and desist with this whole psionics business, which even Hamani wants, by the way.
Dokal is going to call Jix over, and Jix is going to approach, and Dokal is going to say, Jix, what did Basha say about the party of these brave adventurers? And Jix is going to say, Basha said the ones that slaughtered the halfling have to be found, tortured, eaten, and then their remains desecrated, I think was the order of things, yes.
Mm,
No.
I would have preferred burnt too.
Send
Yeah.
Basha our regards if you see her again.
You
Jix-
should have seen
Jix nods.
You should have seen it when I smashed Pack's head in.
Jix is going to shrug and say, Pack looked fine last time I saw her. Or him.
Oh yeah, but Spirit's pretty fucked up.
So, Wardo, you're this little crew's new leader, right?
Ordo is going to cross his arms on his chest, and he's going to arch an eyebrow, and he's going to say, Master Hamanu put me in charge after the unfortunate loss of several of this unit of Hamanu's men. Because they were taking so many losses under Thova Derek, Hamanu felt it would be beneficial to put somebody more experienced in charge, and so he sent me to make sure things go right from here on in.
That's probably the smartest thing he's done. I look at Derek.
Which one? Wait, which?
I look at Wardo
Wait,
and
which
I
one
look
is the
towards
one
Sarah
speaking
Thova
right
Derek,
now?
I'm like, that's
I can
probably
see
the
the
Wardo,
screen. I
this
just
one.
don't know what he looks like.
This one, Wardo Kashan.
And are you amicable to working together, Wardo? Or are we gonna have problems?
That would be alright.
Can we insight him? Everybody insight him,
Yeah,
please. Please.
I'll roll
Please.
it. I'll roll it. I'll roll it.
That's
I'll roll it.
hilarious. I love the way you said that.
I want to insight that.
Wait a minute. I have insight on this sheet too. Insight.
22.
It's a straight roll. Huh. Okay. Got a 17.
19. 19.
Okay.
How
okay,
full
we got
of shit is
we got-
he?
Okay,
How full of shit is he?
I
But-
wouldn't imagine he's anything different. I
it
mean,
definitely seems conditional.
Well, I mean,
Zero.
look, we
Zero.
know how Hamanu feels. So why would we think anything different from any of his men? I mean, the fact that we're even alive after sneaking into Hamanu's backyard is kind of crazy.
The objective is defeating the Order and breaking the Cyanatrix, and if this accomplishes what Master Hamanu wants, then it's fine by me. I'll work with Thrycreen, I'll even work with you.
Ninja?
Yeah.
What does the leader one look like?
Well, he's on the screen.
I don't know which one of them he is.
Wardo.
Wardo. The one. Yep. The dark one.
There's a lot of hands in the
Next-
way, but
next to
if
the
you
guy
look at
in
the
the white.
stream, it's this guy. I also posted his picture in the Discord.
Oh, thank you. I can use that. This thing's not loading because my current Wi-Fi is terrible.
Great.
Alright, so he's some human.
Yeah.
Alright, in that event, what I've been doing while everyone else was talking is just gauging the brains of the lads new and old. And at this point I am making absolutely no effort to hide that, and if they have a problem with it, they shouldn't have kept betraying us.
You just gotta spy on everybody.
No, this isn't spying, this is blatantly looking.
Just gotta stare them down until they tell you to get out of my mind. My mind.
And digging around for... Okay, one, just general current attitude about their situation. And two, how to most easily make them turn on each other.
What?
You can look for specific stuff in their brains like that?
If I'm not just doing a general search, yes.
Well, the
We can-
only
we
thing
could
that I
have
would
done
think
that-
of,
We could've
just
got
from
that.
right from conversation, what you were gonna say, I think, Joe, was just from conversation. Thova Derek would not mind seeing Wardo taking down the pig. I mean,
Well, I was gonna say Ulrich will have a conversation with us about that after the fact. If you ask her. 'Cause
Are you
she's
using
extremely-
detect thoughts?
Yes.
Okay. Which creature do you target? Wardo?
I'll start with Wardo because he's the new guy, mainly.
You initially learn his surface thoughts. Wardo is thinking, how can I use this to my advantage?
Oh well, that's getting off to a great start.
So
Okay,
then you
what
wait a
about-
moment, you probe deeper, he makes a wisdom save. What's your DC?
Oh right, DCs. I remember those. What the frick is it? 17.
DC 17. Alright, Wardo rolls a 27, and his mind is closed to you, aside from those surface thoughts.
Impressive.
I whisper in your mind, hey, I can always explode this entire room.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I'm
Wardo
learning to be
detects
more
the-
subtly destructive.
Well,
I
but
can be.
Wardo detects the intrusion, doesn't he?
So once you
Yeah,
are
but I
blocked
don't care.
by... Once you're blocked by his mind, do you want to move your attention to somebody else?
Yes, and again, I do not care if they notice. If they cared about me respecting their boundaries, they wouldn't keep sticking knives in my back.
So who's next?
Corva Derek.
Thovaderek. Alright, you scan Thovaderek's mind, and he is apoplectic with rage and impotence because he has been somewhat demoted, and everything that's happened has been out of control. What could he do about a 40-foot-tall undead giant riding a Rosetta beetle barfing fireballs at his party? What could he do about half of his party members being killed by Thrycreen freaking going berserk in the hinterlands? Like, all of these things were out of control, and the actions of this party were out of control. So he's just very angry that he's taken the blame for all of this, obviously. And then he makes a save, and he gets a 19. So his mind is also closed to you after that.
How about Mr. Defiler Man in the corner?
Okay, you try to scan Jared the Dark in the back of the room. Jared the Dark is thinking about tattoos. That is his surface thought.
Magical
Okay.
tattoo.
Who is he most likely to betray and why?
Well, that's not in his surface thoughts. You try to dig deep for information, and he blocks you.
Just instantly?
Yeah, I rolled a 21 on his wisdom save.
Man, these guys are quite good at that. This isn't working as I wanted it to.
Ninja's rolling hot tonight. Watch out, guys.
Alright, what about Mr. Thrycreen?
Ch'tik Shiray, his surface thoughts are frenzied excitement. Like, he's almost out of control. Like, he is on the verge of violence. Like, the slightest provocation could get him to draw his weapons right now. And then
What makes him the most mad of all?
the Cyanatrix.
Oh, okay.
He gets a 20, and then he blocks you out.
Alright, who are the other two? The new ones?
You got two halflings, Jix and Dokula, and then that's it.
Good.
So which do you pick, Jix or Dokula?
Jix.
Jix is thinking to herself about the Cyanatrix, but all of her thoughts have, like, this tinge of, like, joy to them that's really weird. And then she rolls a save and also blocks you out.
Dokula, this is getting concerning.
And then Dokula last. Dokula is thinking, this is a fun game trying to play pranks on these fools. I wonder what my next great prank is going to be. Should I sneak poison spiders into their backpacks, or possibly a snake into their boots while they're sleeping tonight?
Man, a 5th level shatter would just get everyone here, wouldn't it?
And what about yeah?
And when you try to scan deeper into her mind, she glares at you and you're blocked out.
Yeah, all right. Now that I've done all that, I would like to say a few words.
Okay. So everybody's just having this conversation about how we have to unite to stop the Cyanatrix and defeat the Order, and then you chime in
Really?
with...
I know how to open their mind is by exploding their brains out.
Exactly.
Men of Harmanu, you know full well that I am most likely to tell you the truth. I've done it so far, and I will continue to do so. Bear that in mind when I say, even if no one else believes me, that one is constantly planning on undermining all of the Thrycreen. And, ooh, you're going to want to hear this one, Chike. Guess what this one's thinking? And I'm referring to Jix.
What?
Oh, they seem to have a strange delight when it comes to thoughts of the Cyanatrix. It's quite intriguing, really.
Jared is going to glance up and make note of this. Thobaderic is too angry to really care, and he's still glaring at Wardo. Wardo's gonna make a jest about how he's going to do a much better job than Thobaderic did. By uniting with these adventurers from Tyr and the Thrycreen, the defeat of the Order is at hand. Victory will be accomplished.
I say to him, wait, before you continue, I want to say to him when he says he'll do a better job than Thobaderic, I'll say, yeah, and you probably won't leave your half giant fighter in the middle of fighting some 40-foot thing so that you can escape.
Thobaderic barks back. She was dead before we left.
We killed it and brought her back to life, but you couldn't do that. Yeah, look at that.
Are you sure your intelligence is 18?
Huh?
I shake my head and with laughter. I just love it. I just love it.
I say, no one
You're a little
kills
deception
no
now.
one kills my girl, and I look at her and I give her that the winky face, like no one's gonna hurt my girl.
What do you want to roll?
I want to establish that she's my girl, so that I can establish domination on her.
I want to establish.
Long's gonna do a deception for something?
No, I was asking if Taurus needs to roll it because he's lying about killing the giant statue thing, the 40-foot rose beetle thing. We didn't kill
we
it.
didn't kill it. We didn't kill it, did we?
No,
we
we
did.
didn't. We just talked to him, and then he peacefully went away.
Defeated with words.
We defeated. I'll use the word we defeated. I didn't
No.
want to use
We
killed.
Naruto Uzumaki'd him.
I forgot. I thought we actually killed
I
it.
love it. That's a verb.
We defeated it. But no, I want to establish that because I don't want her to flip-flop on us. Ulrich to flip-flop on us. I want to
You've been
establish.
flopping her in bed all the time, Taurus.
Whoa, whoa!
Nice.
I want
But,
to establish dominance and just make sure that she knows that we're the strong people in here. And we did stuff. We're the power in this. They can't do it without us. We're in charge. And also, I'll establish that this time, y'all gonna follow us. We're not following you.
Okay, so Chick is going to say that she does not believe that these newcomers will place a dagger in her back. And in these dangerous, difficult times, we must rely on what aid we can find. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say.
I'm
I
going to
plead,
make this perfectly clear. This one is actively undermining you and currently trying to figure out the next hilarious way to undermine you.
Which one?
Jix.
No, not Jix. Jix is left
Oh,
on something
Dotala?
else. Yeah, Dotala.
I tell the giant Thicreen, what's it called? Thorcan? Thorcreen? The Thorcreen? I tell her, I'll tell you what, your highness. It's a girl, right?
Yeah.
Female? Yeah. I tell her, I'll tell you what. As a gesture of good faith, I will open my mind to you. Anything you want to see.
All right. She'll do a deep dive into your brain and learn all of your.
And I'll show her specifically. I'll also want to show her specifically what they did.
Okay.
The times they betrayed us.
Ah, right. All right. Well, she still says that it does not matter. We need all the allies we can get. We are outnumbered by a great force.
I just want her to just make sure she can trust us.
So also,
would be
Cloxic is going to step in and say all sorts of good things about your group and how you came freely to help.
And hold
so
on.
They should
And
be
then I
trusted.
kept up with them.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
Toxic is the one that we saved the other Thrycreen.
Yeah, saved from that monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Only
And-
one Thrycreen died. It's a big deal. Very few losses. It could have been much
So
worse.
I'm gonna make a. I know it's basically like this is evidently just one of the things that has to happen, where it's like everyone's coming along no matter what you say or do, which is fine. I just want to make something clear that I was trying to goad Chike into an act of violence against the halfling.
Ah, right.
Jix.
Unfortunately, the frenzy, you have to actually like hit him in order to make him go crazy.
I know charm person.
I'm
No,
still
So-
kind
it's
of
not
like
worth
half
doing it
curious
that way.
why
And also,
Wardo-
the guide doesn't assume that this will end peacefully. The guide assumes that this could result in a battle right here, just a fight in this room. But so far, it hasn't happened.
I'm still wondering why Wardo and their group even wants to deal with the Order. Particularly, one of their halflings seem to be friendly with them, and they don't even really need to go do that because they can just go to the Cyanatrix thing that's in the Dragon Crown Mountain, and we have the thing to destroy that thing.
Yeah, how are they planning on destroying this thing?
They don't know. Defeating
They
the
don't
Order is their
know?
first step. Hopefully, the Order has a method of deactivating their device.
Man, they were also going to use a broken psionics too.
Oh, that's another thing they could try is just destroy the Cyanatrix. That might help.
Forgot to mention something actually. What was the leader's name again?
Wardo. Wardo Kashan.
By the way, Wardo, you might want to, rein in the people currently plotting to undo your goals right now. And I'm not talking about the obvious one.
You don't know what you're talking about. The Thrycreen is just agitated, as they all are. And that one.
I'm
That
not
one.
talking about the Thrycreen. I'm talking about your people who aren't the Thrycreen.
Oh, he has a Thicreen underneath him.
I know he does, but I mean not the other ones.
Which one?
Dokula and Jix.
Basically all of them to one degree or another.
It only sounds like one of them were trying to do that. Which one?
Jared doesn't seem like he's trying to do that. I mean, I don't know that, but
Besides Jared.
He was thinking
I'll be
about
honest,
tattoos.
Jared seems cool. He's just minding his own business.
Cool, he's a defiler.
Like
Sounds
I
cool.
am making use of tactical honesty here. It's like, yeah, everyone who isn't Jared is currently trying to undermine you in some way right now.
That name is like eerily close to mine, so when you said that every time, I'm like, huh? What?
Dokula wants to prank us, not them.
So,
yeah, but Dokkan wants to prank everyone, no matter who exactly suffers the consequences.
Jix is the one that you're worried about. So you say Jix. I would be more worried about
I'm
Jix.
not specifically worried. Well, Miss Thora Dakreen is like just obviously agitated.
Chexchick is going to turn her attention to the captive. And is going to continue interrogating the captive and is putting him under great mental torture. And he lets out a horrified scream as his mind is attacked.
Wait,
Wait,
who's the
what
captain?
There's a captive on the ground. He was here when you came into the room.
Oh, he's just not in the map.
Is he a human?
Kloxchick is Kloxick, I mean, your ally that you met earlier, who you helped out, is going
Right.
to explain that this is a spy that was caught, a spy from the enemy army.
The
What-
Order?
What enemy army?
Yeah.
The halfling?
Order, maybe?
Apparently, there is a powerful Avengian that has amassed a great army of the Thrycreen from the east, and is leading them here.
What? So that's the same kind of Avengian that Horganard was.
We're ready to do battle with an Avengian and his horde of Thrycreen.
Man,
What?
this new information is really, really making me think about stuff.
Why would a
Yeah.
Thrycreen attack other Thrycreen and an Avengian? Why would they attack Thrycreen?
Do we have a name for this Avenging?
The Avengian is known only by its nickname. What is it here? The Great One. And that's all we know. They only refer to it as the Great One.
The name sucks.
So we got some people who are killing Avengians who want to see the Psionatrix go by, or to continue to work, and we got others who are Avengians who want the Psionatrix to keep working. What is going on?
Yes.
What?
So Chexchick is interrogating the one on the ground, and drags some information out of him that the battle is impending, that the enemy is on the way, and this is pretty
That guy
upsetting
some
to her.
questions. I want to ask that guy some questions.
Right.
Yeah, he's unconscious. His mind has been savaged by the psychic attacks of Chexchick. He's in a
Well,
comatose
that
state.
didn't work.
She's going to sip her click wine and begin reciting battle poetry.
Okay. From what
Poetry?
direction will this? From what
Right.
direction will this army come? Can we
From the
prepare?
south. Chexchick is going to recite battle poetry. She will say, I wrote this poem this morning in preparation for battle. And what follows is a series of clicks, whistles, and warbles that has an almost musical sound to it.
Musical? It's tempting. It's tempting.
So how far is far? Do we have enough time for a long rest?
Yes. There is time for a rest.
How close is my reliquary to being done?
Not soon. Days away.
I have half a mind to skip sleep tonight, go out and meet this army just to talk to them. Like, I will burn a bunch of dice in teleportations, or I'll fly, of course, I'll fly.
I'll go with
Uh,
you.
Yeah, I mean, this is really
I think
concerning.
you're already exhausted. Are you sure that's a good idea, Taurus?
Oh, I've
Or
been here
did
for
you have a
days.
chance for-
I've
Oh, yeah,
over here-
okay.
I got here days ago.
Chexchick is going to order her guards to kill the spy, and he is slain on the spot, chopped into pieces.
Did we get any
Can I
information out
interrupt
of him?
before that happens?
Nope.
Can I try to stop him from doing that?
Nope.
We didn't get. Did we get any information from him before we murdered him?
She took all the information from his mind by force.
May I suggest not doing that in future? They can be useful
Ah.
without stabbing them.
Her surface thoughts are quite ruthless. She will do whatever it takes to win.
Exit? The one we just saved her and her people?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chex Chick is an all or nothing. Like she is like, I will win this battle and destroy my enemies.
Figure out what they want. So
She's
you can
a-
just tell them to go away.
She's got a contrasting personality because she's like very ruthless and warlike, but she's also like an artist and very into fine art and her wine and all these other like sophisticated hobbies and stuff. But underneath it, there's this underlying savagery.
Ninja, what sorcerer king do these guys work for again?
Hamanu.
Amanu. Okay.
Hamanu of Uruk.
So, oh, by the way, very nice battle prayers. I didn't understand a word of them, but they sounded very poetic and important.
She flexes mightily. She has a body that is built for deadly combat. She looks imposing.
I want to flex too. We're doing flexing. Taurus is in.
All right.
I do the flexing, and I show her off my. I tell everybody I'm Taurus, Great Hunter. Do my pose.
Taurus, stop trying to woo a queen. You already have one.
She knows how to share.
Oh wow!
All right. So, because you have some time to rest, Chex Chick is going to order a great feast and festivities to
I've been sitting
welcome
here for 2 days.
to these new allies. So, everybody's going to be invited to the kitchens where they can have a fancy meal.
I've been here for 2 days, resting. If Orid wants to go out on a scouting mission, I'll go with him if he'll let me.
Well, hang on a second. When you leave the meeting room, you're going to pass a schoolroom here that is open, and you can see that there are students in the school that are training psionics. So there are like very,
crazy.
very young Thri-Kreen that are using psionics to become insubstantial, to turn into mist or into a jelly-like substance and back, or to move things with their mind.
I will become immediately distracted by this and attempt to help them.
Right. Well, it is a school for training the young
Hello?
Thri-Kreen that are psionically capable. And there's a bunch of them in
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I'm kind. Psionics is kind of my jam.
Yeah. There are some of them that are concentrating on a bowl of water that suddenly begins bubbling furiously. There's another one that is watching a chachka as it orbits the room in a jerky path using telekinesis.
Like help action to Sorry, this is completely irrelevant. I just really like doing this. And I like help action to like instruct them better.
Sure. You go and you help the students.
Free tutoring.
Do we have time for this? We're impending battle thing, right?
I'm just
I
resting.
mean, we got like 8 hours, dude.
This is your chance to rest and eat before the battle. So if you want to do anything before the battle, get it done now.
I want to go and meet the other army, but I also want to snarf down a lot of food because it's real food.
Yeah.
So-
I'll take a plate before we leave.
Yeah.
I've been resting. I'm good.
What it do?
Yeah,
What do us any
that's
well?
pretty real food right there.
What it do? What do us
I'd like
any well?
Orid to go with us too, though. Well, no, I don't want Orid to go with us.
Wait, why don't you want all to go with us?
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
She's heavy armor. She's not quiet. I can be stealthy. She can't. I actually have really high stealth, like +8 stealth.
I mean, you're going over there to talk with them? though?
Yeah, but we're going on a stealth mission.
I don't plan on being stealthy.
Well, I mean, if we run into people that we gotta escape, we gotta be stealthy.
Oh, that's true.
And on the way, like, if there's anything else
And fast.
besides the army, you should probably avoid encountering other stuff along the way.
Well, that's true. It was like next day this is gonna happen. This is like within 12, 24 hours or something.
The spy indicated that the enemy army was on the move and that they would be here after a few hours.
Oh, well then.
We're pretty much
that
gonna scout.
reminds me. I will offer the
Yeah.
Since a lot of her psychic lads are currently defunct, I will offer my unhindered services. Since I can like cast Gift of Alacrity on her, or Mage Armor, I think. I'm not sure how that works actually. That works in the
What?
situation.
You know what? It is what it is. So Taurus and I don't know who else is going out. We are flying. What time of day is it?
I can't fly, but I can run fast. I can run 45 per turn if without dashing. I can dash at 90.
So you can keep up with me, actually. Yeah.
It is 1 in the afternoon.
So they'll be here by dinner time. Right?
Or is it 1 in the morning? Yeah, this is AM down here. 1 AM. It's very late.
We'll be here in the morning. So
Yeah.
we got enough time to catch up.
The enemy is
Get there.
expected in the morning with the rise of the sun. They should be here.
Before they start marching, basically. We have a chance to catch them before they start marching.
Okay, well then we need to do that. Okay, we grab a plate and we head the road. Well, skies, road skies, whatever.
Yep. I'm with them.
Okay.
Anybody want to go on the magic carpet with us?
Yeah, it's my
Ours
magic
going, we're
carpet.
going.
A long rest.
That's my sentient magic carpet. Who gave it to you?
And for the party, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give it to you. I don't know if the carpet's agreeing to this.
No. I was saying, does anybody else need to come? I'm not gonna ride on the carpet. I can't fly on the carpet.
If
I
it's
was
just
just asking.
skydiving, we should. I think we'll just wait for you. I'll just wait for you guys.
Okay. You guys prepare them. You guys prepare the thigh crane for the impending war. We'll try to negotiate, I guess. Or
Are there any Thrycreen that are like preparing traps and stuff? Sharpening spears and blockades and whatnot?
They're training for battle.
Okay, but they're not actually making any like physical preparations. It's just skill preparing training.
They've gathered weapons and they're training up their skill and battle readiness.
Okay.
they're building fortifications.
Can I ask the queen a
Very
question?
Sure.
Don't you guys have like defenses or like, you know, like walls or something?
You're in them. This is it.
Like you don't have any like, I don't know, trenches to dig or, you know, like you know, pre-battlefield preparations.
No.
Guys, I got a question. Fellow party members. Should I anger these guys? The other, I forget what their name. What's their group? Do they have a group name? The Urukites?
The Urukites.
Yeah. Well, should I just piss them off a little bit or no? So we just keep them on the.
We've done that already.
We've already been pissing them off. Like I was throwing jabs at over Derek.
Oh, if we're already doing that, Ninja.
Yeah.
I bought an expensive item from the black market a long time ago. The Bardic Songbook.
Mhm.
That contains just like really, really offensive songs about the Sorcerer King.
I know the
Yep,
one.
Oh,
Oh, this is gonna be good.
this is wonderful.
Roll your performance roll. This is gonna be great.
Oh my god!
Come
Hold
on,
on.
guys.
I think we may need to postpone our little mission. to
Well,
do this.
we'll do it right before dinner, right before we eat, and before we leave.
I want to like draw like a big spectacle to it, like to alleviate tension. I come up with a song that will.
Oh, yeah.
bring us
Oh,
closer.
yeah.
Reel them in, draw them in. Bump, set, spike.
Oh my god. That's great.
All
I
right,
love
I'm
this.
rolling. 31.
Holy crap.
God damn!
Is this really a song you wrote, Sia? Saul?
I added a couple tweak lines to include some names. Don't worry about it.
The Song of Hamanu? Wow.
Oh, wow. I just rolled a 4. You have forced them all to fail a morale check.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait,
This
wait. I think I'm confused. Alright, I know he took out some book of super magic and did a special bard spell. What exactly did
Oh,
he do?
you weren't paying
He just
attention.
sang the most offensive
Yeah.
song about Lord Hamanu of Oric that's ever been sung. A forbidden song so blasphemous. Is like if somebody wrote an entire song making fun of Jesus.
So all the inconsistencies of Hamanu, all the times where he didn't protect his people, all the times where he just was the weakest, most infantile sorcerer king there ever was.
and all with a catchy beat because I wrote
In
it
a,
30
in a
minutes.
catchy song,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Where the rest of
Insults.
the rest of the Thri-kreen are tapping their little like feet and
That sounds great.
their antlers are bobbing, you know.
To be good is his real test. To conquer is his cause. Da-da-da.
That's great.
Songs about Hamanu
The,
losing a battle? This is so blasphemous that all of them are just red in the face. Except for the Thri-kreen, he can't turn red. He's got an exoskeleton.
That's so fucking
Hey,
hilarious.
what? Wait, what happens, Ninja?
They failed a morale check. They're so offended they're going to leave. They're going to take some of their food and eat it in a different room.
They're gonna go sit somewhere else now.
Yeah,
A
they're
different table.
not going to put up with this. It's too offensive. They're going to go back to the waiting room.
I'll take a bow and just go back to gladly eating.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Everybody gives you a hearty, clasp on the shoulder.
I've been holding that
What's
book.
that?
Everybody from Tyr, anyway.
It's been so long since we've gotten to like a city. I've been holding that book forever. It cost me like a fortune too. I just wanted to use it.
Well worth its weight. I'm grinning ear to ear, that's for sure. Both my character and myself.
Good food, great song, great people. Man, this is a terror. This is a
Always
wonderful.
nice having a bard in the party.
Okay, so you spend at least an hour eating, and then you wanted to, go to the other army, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so who's actually leaving? Are you leaving on the flying carpet?
I'm flying with my cloak.
You're flying with your cloak, not the carpet. Alright, and Taurus is running with you.
If you made it clear that's what you're doing, I'm sending the air elemental to watch you to, cover for you if you get an
You
emergency.
know that's not working.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with them on the flying carpet.
Okay. So then we got flying carpet, we've got Grimorn on the flying carpet. Where is Grimorn? Here he is, under the hand. Alright. You'll begin flying to the south. Okay. As you're flying to the south, suddenly, with a great whoomp, a teleportation bubble appears in the sky, and a cloud ray appears in that teleportation bubble.
Oh my gosh.
And then, dozens and dozens of ropes are cast out from the cloud ray. And then all of these soldiers begin sliding down the ropes and are going to offload here.
At any point, do we have a reaction to that?
You just witnessed it, and then you'll be able to...
We all still telepathically linked.
Yeah.
Well, I forget how far that goes. Wait, hold on. Where? Okay, boom. There we go. I see where we are.
I think telepathic bond just reaches out forever.
Taurus. Oh, there's orange. Okay, here we go. Got it. I will
Yeah.
pull it up.
Communication is possible over any distance besides other dimensions.
One of the creatures doesn't need a rope and just descends on glorious wings.
Must be within a mile of each other. It says. For mine.
Well, this is
Mine's
all within a mile, right? How many feet are in a mile? Like 1,000...
5,280.
5,280. So that's, like 20 of these squares? Yeah. It's like the whole map. Alright, so they were a day away, but now they have teleported in with the help of Shemu, who survived the last battle.
Oh, I had a feeling this is the same guy.
So, if I know this is happening, can I, like, issue an order to my elemental, please?
Yeah, what do you want him to do?
Like, start chucking the guys on the ropes off from the ropes.
Nah, you can't do that. They're too far away.
Look,
Frick,
we don't.
okay.
We're not in position to fight. If battle begins, we're out of here.
They are 1,000 feet away. That would be a lot of move. A lot of move.
Okay, so, is there a system of flags? Like, is there a truce, like a white flag that we can go to parlay? Like, does the Dark Sun even have that kind of thing?
Not that I know of.
Huh. So we have to invent that in the setting. Okay. All right.
What, you're planning to surrender to the enemy army right now?
I'm
Is that
not
what's
trying
going on?
Just wave your arm, say, don't attack us, fucker.
Well, you wanted to go talk, so
I do
maybe
wanna- I
maybe you
wanna
can
talk, yeah.
approach to parlay.
That's what I'm trying to do, is wave my arms, and I'm not gonna kneel, but I'm gonna be like just arms outstretched.
At this point, you're just within visual range. Your
Okay.
group can see them, they can see you.
And they're approaching.
Yeah, they just deployed after teleporting in.
Okay. So I'm not going to run. I'm going to like walk or just stop and have them approach.
Okay.
And we'll see where that gets us.
Alright. Let's see. 5 turns, 10 turns. So this is like 1 minute of the army coming towards you.
Okay.
How big is it? Like, how many, how big is that army that we're looking at?
Alright, so what you can see from where you're at is there are 6 units on the board. Each unit of Thri-kreen is composed of a certain number of troops here. Alright, so each squad, there's a left
So each-
vanguard, a right
each
vanguard.
figure, you said counts as okay. Yeah. I see. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do we see the cloud ray?
Then there's a front line. There's a back group.
Cloudray's huge.
And then there's like an elite unit, which is kind of in the middle. So they're arrayed in this like T-like shape, T-like formation. And each one of these squads here, like the elite unit, he only has 5 bodyguards. It's an Avengian and 5 bodyguards. But then,
Is that what Korgnar looked like?
yes,
That's an Avengian?
yeah.
Oh wow.
He's like a glowing space alien with butterfly wings, if you didn't know.
And but isn't it like generally a good?
Oh yeah, super good alliance.
And beautiful
They're
are not the same thing.
pure
Right.
lawful good generally. Okay, so each one of these squads has a couple of lieutenants, 12 adults, and 20 young adults following. So about 34 units in each one of these squads.
I'm gonna cast a spell on myself.
And I mostly plan to do this using the quick combat rules, not the standard combat rules.
Okay.
Alright. So if you wait one more minute, they will get into your square. You gonna continue waiting?
I'm gonna continue waiting and hope that, you know. Okay, here's the thing. Tactically, how fast does that carpet go? That carpet, could it get out of dodge? Because I'm pretty sure I can bob and weave and get out of dodge with my teleports.
The carpet moves 30, which means it takes 5 turns to move 1 square.
I don't know if you guys are safe.
Thrycrane are faster. They can cover a square in 4 turns.
But that's the thing, like the people on the carpet, I mean, Taurus could probably run away. I mean, yeah, I'm concerned. Like, I don't want you to become mired in this thing. I feel like I could get out of dodge and get away. It's still in morning light, like the sun isn't crested over, so that there's
No,
potential.
it's nighttime. It's still 1 a.m. They arrived early using teleportation.
Oh, okay.
And what was the spell, Grimorn?
Freedom of movement.
All right. 4 turns goes by. They're getting closer.
But we can go up, huh?
Yeah, what's your elevation? Are you like 100 feet up?
Yeah, well, I guess it's fine for me. Like, I can reach up to 115.
If you're looking to talk, you'd probably have to get closer.
I'll talk. I'll talk.
So at least you're flying down lower.
Oh, I'm on the ground now. Yeah.
You're coming down to the ground. All right.
We'll go down, like, to 80 feet, I guess.
Okay, the Great One floats forward and says, "Who are you?" I was expecting Thrycrane.
We are not exactly representing the Thrycrane right now. We represent ourselves, and we represent Korganard. I was surprised to hear that an Avengian would be coming to battle against these Thrycrane. Are you trying to preserve or destroy the Cyanatrix?
The Cyanatrix must be preserved. The heretics will be destroyed.
But heretics?
The heretics checks chick. Betrayer of the Order.
Oh. So you serve the Order as well?
The Order is doing good in the world and must be preserved. We must save the Order and make sure that its objectives are carried out. It is for the greater good. Trust me, I am an Avengian. The benevolence of the Avengians is known far and wide. You know that you can trust my truthful words. You should join us, not them.
Why did your Order kill Korganard, another Avengian? Who is our
Korganard
friend?
opposed the Order. We do not all agree on everything.
I know. I see that now. So, did I know he was part of the Order? Like,
No, Chex Chick did
Yeah.
not admit to being a member of the Order. However, based on what this Avengian just told you, Chex Chick is no longer a member of the Order, is considered a heretic, and is slated for death at the hands of these attacking armies here.
you know, I'm this close to siding with you. But the Cyanatrix hurts not just the Sorcerer Kings, but all of the people of Athos. I mean, Are you? Do you have a plan to take down the Sorcerer Kings? What? Or is it just make life inconvenient enough for them and hope they go away?
Okay. The Avengian will introduce himself as Bokum. You may call me Bokum. The Chosen One is a inflated title. Look into my big purple eyes and the sincerity on my face. You know that I speak only the truth, and you can see that all of these Thri-kreen, they follow me because they understand the truth of my words as well. The Cyanatrix is a good thing, and those who oppose the Cyanatrix are misled, misinformed. They don't understand the benefits. And no, we do not have a plan specifically for defeating the Sorcerer Kings, but consider that the balance is maintained, that the Sorcerer Kings will be weakened and other forces in the world will be more empowered. Like your friend there, I can tell that he is a cleric of fire by his adornments. Isn't this to the benefit of the fire clerics?
We're more superior, and no matter what.
Do you speak to that? Do you speak to that? Grimorn, do you speak to that?
He said he is superior.
It doesn't matter. The Lord of Flame is stronger than any of this.
Well, the Avengian Bokum is going to tell you it is futile to oppose the Order, and then he is going to point to this butte over here where something is going to appear.
Oh, this one over here? All these drakes?
One of these drakes appears on the butte over here with a mighty roar. The Avengian will indicate to you and also to its own followers, "Behold, as the elements of nature join us in our fight, we cannot possibly lose. The mountains themselves rise to challenge our enemies." So, a big-ass earth drake appears in the mountain nearby.
And that's bigger than any of the ones we've saved before, or is that more like the one we saw at the volcano?
It's gargantuan.
Okay, so do I get a sense from my military background that there's more forces in tow, or is this basically the army that we're looking at right now? This is the army.
They weren't expecting for anybody to be out here to catch them in the middle of the night, but here you are.
Is that a yes?
So that's basically this is the army. This is the attacking force.
Now they're boasting that they've got even more forces by indicating that there's
Right.
an Earth Drake over on the mountain as well.
Right. Look, I'm kind of running out of ideas. Actually, I had hoped for better than this. I thought that maybe they weren't part of the Order, or that maybe there's some way of talking, some sort of moderation into the Order. But clearly, the Order is just going to go ahead and kill anybody who doesn't see exactly their way, or who even slightly opposes them.
Return to your hive. Tell Chakschik that we are coming. We're ready for battle. My Thri-kreen hunger for it. You can see their agitation. And all of them, they're shaking. Their mandibles are clicking furiously. They're ready for battle.
I'm ready to go.
Well, before we leave, I will say, prepare to die yourself. If you think, with just the group that we have, we could easily destroy all of you. And you think it can take over the world? We have a small group, we can kill you. Now you think you're going to be able to take any of the large cities? such as the city of Tyr.
An Earth
why-
Drake, multiple epic Psionicis, and over 100 Thrycreen. They think they're a pretty formidable army.
Yeah, I'm worried. I mean, obviously we can't take them right now. So, jeez. I'm getting ready to run with a pit in my stomach.
The Avengian Bokum says, "We will give you until morning to surrender. Consider it wisely. For in the morning we shall slay the heretic Chakschik, and those who stand by Chakschik shall fall as well. Do not make that mistake."
Yeah, I've got nothing, guys. That all my hopes and dreams just went down.
Then it is war.
And Taurus hasn't said a word this whole time. He's just out of breath from running all the way out here. You run 2,000 feet and he can't even get a word in edgewise in all these negotiations.
Is he gonna get another level exhaustion before the war,
I hope not.
the big battle?
That would be unfortunate.
I guess we fly back.
Yeah, you guys start going back, and I'm gonna guard your escape and just.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep on saying platitudes of, "Can't we all get along? Can't we just not kill each other for 5 minutes so we can have a conversation about this?" Blah, 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 and I mean, I'll roll for it if it matters, but otherwise, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to kind of stall for time a little bit and get the carpet some breathing room, and then we're gonna go. So we're gonna go back home. That's it.
You return to the hive. All right. Everybody is still in the kitchen enjoying a delicious meal. I assume you report to everybody here what you've learned. Some,
Yeah.
Morg
so-
and Soul and Ringsight. You know,
So it's the Order, as you may have guessed. Again, they have an Avengian who thinks that this is the only way to bring freedom to Athos, to take down the Sorcerer Kings. This is it, the Psionatrix. And just like Pack Thinkmaker, anyone who stands in their way, there's no talking for them. They just kill.
They're not going to take down the Sorcerer Kings, but they're just gonna kill other people.
Well, they don't have a plan besides this is a way to weaken the Sorcerer Kings. This is their best chance, they say, to weaken the Sorcerer Kings. I want to see their side so badly. I get what they're saying, but they killed Korganard, and for that, I just cannot. I cannot be with them.
I understand how you feel. I feel the same way. And it's honestly, if they don't have a follow-up plan after weakening the Sorcerer Kings, we're gonna find. I feel like we're gonna have to find another way to kill the Sorcerer Kings than this Psionatrix thing, just weakening them a little bit.
Thing out from the schoolroom, I'll be like, they're doing the exact same thing the Halflings did 100 years ago, trying to solve all the ills of the world by massacring anyone who doesn't respect it as they do,
yep.
and probably achieving the same results of empowering terrible people.
Yeah. So war it is then.
What screwed are we on this?
Well, they have a gargantuan Earth Drake, and they have about 100 Thrycreen warriors. Avengian.
120, give or take.
Don't we have this dragon with us? This air
Trained yet, he's just gonna run away.
But the Air Drake is a baby, if I recall.
Oh no, I'm talking about the one that has
The
been
water
following us.
dragon.
Iltharagma, the
Hmm.
dragon from the
What if he
plane
joins
of
the enemy?
water.
Now we're fighting two drakes.
He was a
Well, two
topaz
dragons.
dragon.
Will
Oh,
he
he's on.
stand with
Could
us?
you help us out here? Well,
Hmm.
I guess not.
They stand in the way of you and your new home in the Dragon Cove.
Actually, I don't believe they'll ever let you go back.
Iltharagma says, I could simply fly away. What's in it for me?
What do you want?
Ah, what do I want? That's a good question. What I want is power. Offer me great and powerful artifacts. That
They have
would
an
please
Avengian.
me.
Probably have powerful artifacts.
So you're offering the Drake first pick?
Yes.
Interesting. You'd give up your loot in order to gain my aid?
We kind of like being alive.
He'll take the best treasure. You're aware of that, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we said first
that's-
pick, not like all. It's like, I want this and this and this, and takes half
He's
the frickin'
a
thing.
greedy, selfish dragon. How much treasure do you think he's willing to not take?
All right. How many items do you want first pick of?
Oh my gosh. No, that is not what it is. It's first pick.
And really, is that
100.
any way to bargain? You need to
It sure
offer
is.
something here that you have on hand, not something that you might have in the future. I'm not here to accept hopes and dreams of a future that may or may not happen. Offer me something tangible.
Do you
I'll need
want
money to
anything-
exist in this world. What sort of coin do you mortals use?
What's a lot of money to you?
Well, he's never been to this plane. He doesn't even know what money looks like here. He just understands that
Ceramic.
you
Yeah,
Silver
ceramic
and
is
gold.
ceramic is quite. It's worth everything.
quite valuable. Indeed.
Oh my gosh. Go for it.
The next
Go
one is
for it.
bits. Bits
Then-
is the second one.
Then offer me a great hoard of such wealth, and I will
no,
consider it.
there's no way he fought.
Oh my
we
god.
will give you all the ceramic we are carrying with us.
I think everybody has to make a deception roll. Everyone in the audience needs to make a deception roll right now. Without smirking.
Perhaps I could offer you something finer.
I'm making a roll. I don't care what happens. I'm rolling this right. Oh, hold on.
Beads? Are you offering him beads? Oh no, don't offer him the beads.
No, we need the beads.
I will take out. I don't know if I can
Yeah.
have this on my. Remember the Harum beetles? I never took them out of my inventory.
Worthless
What are,
trash.
what are those?
I got
doesn't want
21. 21. My deception.
She doesn't want the Harum beetles to make the fancy sleeping noises.
No.
Frick.
You need to give him something of value, and he's going to appraise it, and if he doesn't find it worthy, he'll not join you.
Alright, I'm gonna give him something I didn't want to give
I
him
have a
because
bad
it's,
deception.
it's one of an. Alright, if this doesn't work, I'm giving him one of my emergency items. Is iron rare where you come from?
Iron? Everything's made of water and ice where I come from.
Okay, well, iron is very valuable in this world.
Is it? Hmm.
Yes.
Actually, it is.
I could give you this iron helmet.
Iltharagma accepts your offer. He puts on the iron helmet. He says,
Immediate.
a heavy item. Do you really wear these things?
Well, no, because they're so expensive that no one can properly afford them.
The only kings and sorcerer kings would buy them and put them on their most trusted commanders.
And, for a bit of extra loyalty, if you don't abandon us in the middle of the fight, I'll also give you the matching gauntlets.
Okay. He'll join you.
Okay, I was holding a I was holding a thought in my head until now, until we're done with that bit. How many soldiers? I'm asking the Chikok leader lady.
Chick Trey?
Chex chick.
Oh, Check's chick.
Yeah.
Chex
How many
chick.
soldiers does she have?
She leads a squad of 3 lieutenants with 10 adults and 20 young adults. And then she has 3 other squads that each have 3 lieutenants, 10 adults, and 20 young adults.
So
wonder-
slightly more than the enemy.
I wonder one thing. Well, the Evangelion will be a difficult foe. Very powerful. And there are also this hair drake, this
Earthquake.
floating ray
Yeah.
that we'll probably will
Cloud
have
ray.
to combat.
Why don't you pray to the Lord of Flame for help?
Boy, I can try, but it's always better if we sacrifice something.
I don't think we have any sacrifices right now.
No.
How does Chickex think her military shapes up to the enemy?
She admits that she did not think she could win without help. Fortunately, 2 additional armies show up on her doorstep at a pivotal time. She feels like perhaps it's fate, that the stars have aligned to bring aid when it seemed dire, as if all was lost, and then here, all of these extra troops out of nowhere.
Fate, you say? Well, now that you mention that, I do feel like maybe we can do this.
These hair drakes, these hurt drakes, I wonder if are they elemental creatures?
Yes.
Maybe we can banish it back to his environment.
There you go. Banishment's a powerful tool.
Yeah. I could attempt to banish that creature, send it back to the elemental of Earth, and he'll never come back.
Solid
Let's see.
and Gamorn.
Digging through my.
Is that actually how the
roster.
planes work here on Athos? I mean, I don't know that. This is not me. This is not
Yeah.
Orin saying this.
Banishment will still send it back to the plane of Earth. They would also send this dragon back to the plane of water.
Okay.
How does Chickex fight? Like, what's their method of combat?
Oh, would you like a demonstration? She flexes.
Sure,
All right.
I would. It
She's
sounds
going to
fantastic.
tell you that not here, not here. Come out into the courtyard and go out into the middle here.
And then I'm gonna
Alright,
roll
that's
these
good.
2 die and try to do a divine intervention.
All right.
And no, 97.
The Lord of Flame does not hear your cries.
Nope.
Okay. This is going to be impressive. Chex Chick, the Torkreen, is quite mighty. All right. Chex Chick is going to show you Form 1. She enters a stance, like a fighting stance. She's very dexterous. Her fluid movements are sinewy and snappy and athletic. She does several acrobatic maneuvers that are incredible, launching from wall to wall, ceiling to ceiling. It's almost as if she can fly. She's so acrobatic and agile. And then she begins wielding her various weapons. She throws something that looks like a tchotchke, but it's actually called a kyorkcha. A kyorkcha is like a tchotchke, but instead of being like a regular boomerang, this one has all these spiny protrusions coming off of it.
Does she have any abilities that require time to use? Like she needs a bit of prep work first.
No, not really.
Does she have anyone like that in her army at all?
No.
This one moved away.
We fight. That's all it is.
Oh, but you haven't seen the best thing yet. She's going to present a mighty greatsword. Like a sword a giant would use, and it's made out of solid iron. She's gonna swing it through the air and then hold it up as if it's a shield.
You wearing armor right now?
No.
Okay, she gets a mage armor.
She's going to perform a combo. She's going to make 2 attacks with her iron greatsword, and then after that, she's going to make a combo of 2 bite attacks. And then she's going to brag, "My poison is legendary. None can stand after it." By the way, what she just did was a flurry of blows attack. She has monk levels.
Cool.
Shouldn't have wasted that in this situation.
Oh, you're about to take a long rest.
Oh, we haven't done that yet. All right.
It's still happening, currently.
All right.
Technically,
But,
everybody who didn't leave is just, like, midway through their long rest.
When it's time, all right. I'm just saying this ahead of time so I don't forget to later, or like combat happens and then it's too late. She gets Mage Hand and then Gift of Alacrity.
She smiles and says, "Mage hand. Psst. I
No,
have...
not Mage.
I have
Mage Armor. Mage Armor. I'm being dumb.
Okay. Mage armor. That's fine. I'm not sure if that stacks with what she's got.
What does she have?
Everything. She is bulletproof. Holy shit. Dexterity, natural armor like you wouldn't believe. Unarmored defense. Or she can use a shield, a tower shield. And she presents that as well. She can wield a greatsword, a staff, and a tower shield at the same time.
Okay, she can just have Gift of Alacrity then.
Let me make a note. You said Gift of Alacrity, Mage Armor. That sets her
Yes,
armor
Mage
class
Armor.
to 13.
13 plus her Dex, but I don't think she needs it.
I don't think that stacks with natural armor. That's the one I would think is, like, occupying the same thing. It's natural, but it is taking the armor slot. So I think her 8 just overlaps with that, and so it doesn't really matter.
Fair enough.
What's
else?
Gift of Alacrity do? That's like advantage on some dex saves or something?
Makes her initiative better.
Oh. Initiative. She's going to ask you to describe your previous adventures and how skilled your party is in combat.
I'll let the bard do that, because that's his job.
Yeah. So, his mouth is full of food. He cannot reply. He coughs and sputters. Party foul. Thova Derek is going to say, "My team has traveled deep into the hinterlands where few Urukites have ever trekked. We've battled Thrycreen, we've battled Kier, we've battled halflings, we've battled the undead."
Hey, Long,
Yes.
you're hot micing pretty good there.
Oh, sorry.
Something's going on. I don't know what it is.
We fought towering gargantuan undead Rosetta war beetles and undead giants that barfed fireballs. We've battled sandworms, we've battled elementals, we've battled any number of foes. Nothing could defeat us. We stand true for Hamanu, in glory. And those who have fallen are respected.
Insulting them literally a few minutes ago.
Ah, Arameo, he was a good thief. Alas, he was caught, and in his failure he has died. Replaced now with Jix, our new thief, and he looks at her suspiciously after hearing things about her.
I see my work's gone well.
Maybe not on mission, but skilled nonetheless.
Oh, by the way, while this is going on, I'm gonna cast another spell.
Yeah.
I'm doing Batman prep time right now. Divination. I get one question.
Mm-hmm.
question in this case being, how best can we but what is the best way to defeat the forces of the Order that are coming for us? Hoping for a hint or a clue.
Okay. A specific goal to occur within the next 7 days. A short
Pardon?
phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Okay. It's not specific. You see vague visions. One of the visions is a vision of doom, in which the battle takes place surrounded by cacti. It seems as if battle would go poorly in a cacti field. In another vision, the battle seems to take place in a crevasse, and within the crevasse you sense a safe cave, a defensible position of some kind. In your vision, you see several buttes. One of them's 100 feet tall, one of them's 75 feet tall. These tall, rocky, mountainous outcroppings, each seems like it would give you an advantage, the high ground advantage, you could say.
It's over, Anakin.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask if there's a cave around here.
Oh, the Thrycreen will mention that there's a deep crevasse to the southwest, and deep within that crevasse there is something of a cave at the bottom of it.
Okay, then the visions tell me that we should fight at Butte, where you'll have the high ground, and if you're getting beaten, retreat over to that cave, if that's possible.
All right, I'll take your counsel into consideration. How do you
Also,
gain
don't-
this information? What god do you pray to?
The winged elephant.
I've not heard of this. Is it related to the air gods?
Yes, it was one of the true proper gods, no offense, Grimorn.
How curious. She asks you to describe everything you know about this lost god, all the history, and she's going to pull out a strange object that you've probably not seen many of in your life. It's a book. And then she pulls out a pen. Now she pulls out 3 pens, and when
That's
you
cool.
when you describe, she's going to use 3 of her arms to write in the book, and 1 of her arms to hold the book open.
Write things down.
She says, "Oh, I have a photographic memory, but I keep history books of lost lore."
I repeat myself. You can write. Alright. You are officially perhaps one of the coolest people I've ever met. And I don't say that often.
She nods. A lot of people say this. Very kind.
Not new. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, describe that. And heck, I can even do a little ceremony of anointing if it interests her that much.
The Thrycreen worship their ancestors, and the Avengians.
It'll bring you free power.
Oh, if it'll help for the battle. Anything that will help us accomplish our mission.
Huh. I just need to check if this is how this works, then. Because one of the ritual spells I had written down here was ceremony, where you use 25 gold, in this case ceramic pieces.
Yeah.
And the version that's, what is this? Dedication, where for the next 24 hours, they can once make a saving throw and add 1d4 to the roll. It's honestly not that great. It's one of those NPC powers.
Yeah. I get it.
But yeah.
You dedicate her to the service of the elephant god, and she clacks her mandibles as she's filled with a power she's never felt before.
Huh. Well, that was remarkably easy.
Well, it did take 10 minutes and 25 ceramic pieces. I wouldn't call that
I mean,
super.
I mean easy in like the actual conversion process, because usually the game goes by so fast.
Oh, wait,
There's no time
actually,
for anything like that.
that's a 1 hour ritual. So that it does take a considerable amount of time, but you're doing a long rest, and Thrycreen don't sleep, so she's not doing anything else.
Fair enough. Happens somewhere along the line, and that'd be right now.
Do you know why the cactus fields are bad?
Well, no, because you didn't tell me.
It's a spot where there's a lot of plant life.
Oh, Earth Dragon would have some power over that.
Okay, where's Defiler Man?
Oh.
Jaren? Oh,
Okay.
he's here. He's hanging out. They separated themselves from you guys after that horrible song that was played, but
Yeah,
he's
makes
nearby.
Much as I despise basically everything you stand for, I would be remiss not to mention a potential advantage to help us not all die, and I'll mention him the Cactus Field.
Fighting in a cactus field is difficult to begin with. You'd only do it if you were forced into it by a retreat or something, says Chexchip.
I'm telling Defiler Man if he has a thing he wants to do about that situation.
Go over there and suicide bomb in the cactus field.
He would be powered up there, but whatever he does with that power would probably be devastating to everybody around him.
That's why we're suggesting you go there alone.
What? Nice. Yeah, he's gonna take that bait.
Jaren says, tactically, fighting in the cactus fields would be beneficial to me. I wonder if the Thrycreen eat those cactuses.
I
They
wonder if
might
Morg
be
would-
upset if they were to all turn to ash one day.
I wonder if Morg would be able to do with that field of cacti.
So here
Yes, that
you've
was our
presented
advantage.
two possibilities. Morg the druid could make their cactuses grow to twice their size, and Jaren could turn them to ash to help him out in the battle ahead.
Well, I could turn them to ash as well.
Yeah.
Can I enlarge them first, and then can I use super enlarge guns with what's that one spell? The Call of Nature.
Sure.
Because the plant enlargement does not require concentration.
All right.
Okay.
It would help. Anything that a druid can do to add more plants to the world is beneficial.
Oh, and if if there's a way to keep them kind of grouped up, I can always attack them all at once. But they are tricky. They might try to constantly cancel all of our attempts to attack them.
Hey, can't you just send some kind of Defiler plague at them or something?
Jaren will smile and say, I will lay my enemies to waste with an agonizing raise.
Okay, how about just like the plague of coughs so they can't hit us? You know, not like dying in pain or whatever.
I'll cripple my enemies. They'll feel the pain of their life force drained away from them.
Okay, we're going for efficiency. And what's the most efficient plague you could throw at them?
Plagues aren't really my thing.
Alright, necrotic curse or whatever you do.
He could drain an individual, but in a battle he's more likely to use a massive attack spell, like a Cone of Cold.
He's not a necromancer. He's just a defiler.
Yeah.
So you know what, on that note, what do the rest of you do again? I say to the rest of their crew.
Ah, well. So, we've got Dokula. Dokula is a scion and a ranger. We've got Jix. Jix is knowledgeable in the Forest Ridge. And because she knows Basha and the other halflings, she was able to secure our passage to get here. Thovaderek is a Templar, a powerful cleric of Hamanu. Wardo Kashan is also a Templar, although it's said that he has greater power than that. Chitek Chire is a tremendous warrior, a traveler in many lands.
Can Thovader explain why he's not redundant, then?
Thovaderek is a higher level cleric.
Oh, okay. Can Wardo explain why he's not redundant, then?
He refuses.
I didn't ask if you would. I asked if you could.
A man has his secrets. I am a cleric of Hamanu, like Thovaderek there.
Are you a better cleric of Hermanu?
Higher ranking and classier.
I asked if you were better.
In every way.
Alright, I'll take your word for it, I guess.
We've seen them. These are the same Urkates that we've seen before now.
More or less. Wardo and Jix are new additions. They lost Arameo the elf, he died. They lost Tyrion the Templar, who was the sort of like co-commander to Thovaderek. He sort of lost her along the way. So that was a tough loss for him.
I hope they're not gonna flee like last time.
Second, that raises a good question. I shrugged it off because I was apathetic about your arrival. How did you escape?
Escape what?
We cornered you and you just magically disappeared.
Haha. Lord Hamanu is powerful and great. He offers us many abilities which are mysterious to you and yours. You never know what tricks we might have under our sleeves, hidden away, waiting to spring upon you.
Out, then.
It is good to have a sorcerer king. You can see the benefits. Were you wise, you would join Hamanu as well. He is a generous master and a wise master as well.
Attention.
Oh, I imagine you worship false gods, but Hamanu is the true lord.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, we heard that before.
That reminds me.
All I know is that at least my god will never die, like we've seen a sorcerer king die before.
Emotions, detect thoughts, derpy-doo. Gotta be one of these that are useful. Is there any of you, I'm asking the queen, any of your number who would be more useful as a giant rampaging beast monster?
Any of my lieutenants?
Okay. Do any of them not need their brains to function?
No. They're mostly psionic. They'd probably need their brain for that.
Yes. And you, I point to check out the Harmanu Thry Cream.
They're not gonna trust us.
Keep your tricks to yourself. Click, click.
Alright, fine. You can go die if you want to, I guess. Let's see. What were those items that were hiding in the giant Avengion skull?
The stuff you got previously. And did I write it down here? What was it?
I heard them talking a lot, although I will be leaving soon, so those problems kind of cancel each other out.
So the right eye contained some potion fruits, An orange of extra healing, an apple of fire resistance, a nectarine of flying, a pomegranate of longevity, 3 cherries of reduce, a lime of invulnerability, and then the left eye had the ring of wizardry that the dragon has in his position now.
2.
The ever full bag of seeds, which I think Morg has. And that was it.
What does the Ring of Wizardry do?
It doubles your first level wizard spells.
Slots.
Yes. So you have 8 instead of 4.
Alright, whatever.
It's pretty powerful.
guys,
It's one of the most amazing items there is for a wizard.
Yep.
I'm digging through my limitless bag of awesome stuff, and I'm failing to find much that would be useful in this situation when there's an army of freaking titans on the horizon.
Many of the Thrycrane finish their meals and they retreat to their bed chambers, although they're agitated and have a difficult time resting before the upcoming battle. They don't need to sleep, but after a meal, they all sort of curl up and just sort of have a bit of a rest period.
If I wave those harum beetles around, will they go to sleep better?
I doubt it.
Oh well.
Humans find it pleasant, but the Thrycrane, they make their own cricket noises, usually during mating season.
It's the entirely wrong mood I want to set them to.
All right. Does anybody need to do anything else before we push time until the morning?
Can I try one last scheme?
What you got?
Those children I helped earlier, do they have any useful spells?
No. They're all just novices. They're learning basics, like Mage Hand.
And they do basically anything reliably?
No.
Even a non-combat spell?
Well, Mage Hand is a non-combat spell, and that's what their most basic skill is. They get a little bit of telepathy, they get a little Mage Hand cantrip. They're working on getting their first level spell.
Oh, well. Alright, then. I guess last thing I'm doing right now is doing a bit of a loan. I'll give whatever lieutenant seems the most competent temporary ownership of my mage mashing crook, and tell him to go find a magic user to smash with it
Alright.
when he's ready.
Let's see here. Clocks Ick has Mage Masher +1, and that silences mages?
Wait, Cloxic is the Urukite one, isn't it?
No, that's Chetek Chare is the Urukite.
Oh, okay. Alright, my bad.
Cloxic was the lieutenant
we
under the
helped.
Toracrene that asked you to come here.
Okay, never mind.
Cloxic
I
has been
don't-
standing up for you in the meeting and
Right,
basically
right,
helpful.
Yeah, I don't remember what it does, and I can't find it anywhere. I just got the name, I didn't have the description.
Sure. All right. She will take it into battle.
Okay, I'm done talking now.
All right. Let's take a little break there. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes and try to wake Joe up.
What?
Haven't been called to go to sleep yet, so that's lucky.
Joe, you're here?
Yeah.
Oh, we missed you. We weren't sure if you were going to talk to the other Avengian.
Oh,
Yeah.
did we already do that?
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, shit.
We checked for your input, but you didn't hear us or something.
Yeah, I was probably sneezed out. I started falling asleep a little while ago.
Yeah.
I'm back.
It is tough. I mean, I know I did this sometimes, you know, late at night and working all day.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
I've been drinking beer since we
Oh.
started, so I'm just kind of like, ooh, I feel great. Yeah, I was drinking beer before we started. Sorry. And I kept drinking beer. And I'm still drinking beer.
You
And then
could
I
have just
set
left
up.
it at drinking beer.
Then I sat in my bed with the dogs, and the dogs cuddled up with me, and I was like, oh, this is nice. And your soothing voices, you know,
Yeah.
put me into a trance. What happened with the other Avengian?
So he doesn't really have any remorse for the Order killing Korganard. You know, Avengians, they're all good, but they don't all agree, and he feels that this is the best way to have the greatest good for the greatest number is by taking down the Sorcerer Kings in this way. Now, he feels that no, this is not, you know, exactly a solid plan for taking down any specific Sorcerer King, but it hurts them all, and therefore empowers anybody not a Sorcerer King, because of that. That's kind of good logic. I'm kind of with him. I was partly with Pack, except for they killed Korganard, and Korganard was my G, and I just can't handle that. I mean,
You tend to forget that a lot of the Sorcerer Kings have some kind of thing that actually protects them from the Cyanatrix, even if
Right.
it's a limited range.
I mean,
They still have some way to counteract.
right. They can
that's
push through it, so it's not really hurting them as much as we'd hope.
Common.
Now, on the other hand, I find myself defending Hamanu, which I really don't want to do. Like, why am I on the same side as Hamanu? This really sticks in my craw as a problematic thing for my motivations. Like, I really want to go ahead and see the side of the Order. But they freaking killed Korganard. Did they have to do that? And he's like, yeah, well, he didn't see, he did not understand. He was misled. He was, you know, well, look, man, that's a real problem.
So this new Avengian coming out, he's part of the Order?
Yes. And they have a herd Drake and plenty of troops that we're gonna have to fight hard. But to be honest, I kind of enjoy the chaos that is happening in this world right now.
There wasn't any opportunities to sabotage them.
We're
We got out
planning.
of there with our lives. That was
Mm.
kind of gracious of them, because you
Oh,
and I
that's
could have
not
gotten
us.
out of there. You and I probably could have outrun them, but I don't think the flying carpet could have outrun them.
So someone came with us after all.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm saying, did someone come with us on the flying carpet?
yeah.
Joe, you're awake. You missed a lot.
He cut me up.
I thought you'd like chime in during the negotiations, but
I'm sorry, I was moved.
all right. We pass time.
Hey.
The morning comes.
This is just a question.
What's up?
What is Dragon Man actually capable of doing?
Everything.
The water dragon you're talking about?
Yes.
He's a dragon, man.
I mean, like,
Burninates
like
at night.
he has spells, right? What's his best spell?
His best spell is coughing on
that's-
people until they die.
That. Oh, okay, Nurgle. All right then.
He lets out a big exhale and everything in front of him just dead.
Okay. Wait, there was another thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, continue. I'll bring it up later. I want to break the flow.
Okay, so for the purpose of this battle, I condense everybody into these two chess pieces here. So the players get to be the knight,
Oh, nice.
the green knight, and Hamanu squad gets to be this red king. Alright. Hamanu squad separate themselves out from the party and they camp over here.
Isn't that a queen? Or is it a bishop? That's a queen.
Is it a queen? Yeah, could be a queen. Red queen. Even better. Let's see. The enemy forces. They've moved up. Like so. And in the morning, when the sun rises, if you all assemble on the battlefield, you can see them lined up on this broken road, made up of old broken cobblestones from an ancient time. They're standing out there, the army arrayed before you, ready for battle, but they're going to split off. So we've got one group that's going this way, one group that's going this way, and now they are in a really big 750-foot T. They assemble in these big orderly rows, and they begin stamping their spears into the ground rhythmically and chanting.
That's interesting.
All right.
Why would the army be doing that?
To intimidate.
Oh, okay. Well, that's comforting. If it's only to intimidate, then that's comforting.
Okay, so currently the Tor Crane Chekschik is inside this building here, which is a defendable structure. So as long as Chekschik stays within the building, she has a pretty huge defensive bonus. So tactically, staying here would be a safe bet, but if the enemy defeats them here, then the children would be at risk. So Chekschik says, well, that's no good. We need to go out and meet the enemy. So she's going to assemble on the road, and she's going to send out her units in a similar pattern. So we'll do 3 out in front like so, and her unit is hanging back. She telepathically sends a message to Hamanu's squad and to your party asking what each of you is going to do. Hamanu's squad says they're going to break to the right towards the cacti on Jaren's suggestion. So they're going to move in that direction.
Can you repeat that, please?
Hamanu's men, they go west. The
Okay, so they're
Thrycreen,
fighting at the cactus then.
the Thrycreen assemble straight forward on the road, meeting the enemy head on. What does the party do?
So there's no cover here, right? I mean, it's pretty much an open field with this cobblestone road, broken cobblestone road here.
There's a little bit of cover if you fight around the pillars. Every 50 feet there's a large pillar.
Oh, okay.
The cactus fields, there's a little bit of cover. You can get behind a cactus. The buttes block any line of sight, so if you get between a butte or behind a butte, you're hidden. And also, if you fought on top of a butte, you'd have the high ground advantage.
Are we doing a fast combat, or what are we doing?
Yeah, this is going to just be the quick rolls to determine skirmishes.
So what I'd like to, for my hand, what I'd like to do for the time being until the Drake is at a reachable point, I'd like to force with fireballs to separate their troops. So I try to aim towards the center of their group to try to break their line. If it makes sense.
To do that, you'd have to go here. Do you want to move in that direction?
Yeah.
All right. Party begins to move.
Well, that's what I'll do. I don't know about the rest of the party, but yeah.
No, we have to move as one unit, and
Okay.
I'll go with it. As
Yeah, I
long-
need 150 feet to be able to shoot my first fireball.
So we're moving. Okay.
Iltharagma begins moving towards the Earth Drake to contend with that. Dragon on dragon. Leave this one to me, he says with a cackle as he thinks about shape-shifting into his true form.
Was there any chance to do a pre-spell, like pre-fight spell?
What do you want to cast?
Cast a sword, like to assist me with combat and close combat, and freedom of movement as well,
All right.
which lasts like an hour.
Sure.
So won't have to think about it.
So after about 8 turns, the army arrives there. It takes the party 5 turns to get to this square. At 10 turns, they... If I can move it, lag. That'll get you into this middle square. The army advances. I didn't hear that. What?
How long is each turn in this situation?
Is it still 6-second turns, or is it? I think it's still 6-second turns.
Yeah, I'm still kind of calculating turns. The Thrycreans are moving fast. They can cover the distance of a square in 4 turns. Any kind of mixed party like yours can only cover a square every 5 turns. So, on your second move, they're making their third move, and they're going to here. So they're going to meet up first, right? So, as you're moving up, you're on the road and you're getting closer. But up ahead, you can see the battle is joined. So the enemy unit and the friendly unit of Thrycreans, they're going to meet. They're going to clash in a tremendous battle. The Thrycreen, they wield their Githkas, they throw their Chachkas, whirling bladed boomerangs spinning through the air, hitting the other Thrycreen. They leap to avoid the attacks. They're laying into each other with bites and kicks and claws.
Currently headed towards.
Are there any plants on these broken roads, like weeds and stuff growing out of it?
Nah, the only spot where you'll find any plants is the cacti. The fields of cacti.
Yeah, what threat are we currently headed towards?
Thrycreen.
Like a different group of Thrycreen?
So Chris wanted to get right in the middle. So he wants to continue moving forward until he can throw fireballs right down the center line. Alright, so let's see. We got 3 battles going on, spread out
Right.
up ahead. On the western flank, let's see, 13-5. It looks like the friendly Thrycreen are going to win.
Yay!
Let's see, they won by 8. All right. That's D6. Oh, 6. That's a bad loss. All right, so what happens is many of them are injured. There are many casualties. 6, in fact. And they are forced to retreat. Alright, so the retreating unit is going to fall back to here. And then the middle fight. Oh, wow. Crushing defeat. They lost by 10. They only took 2 casualties, though. All right, and they retreat over here. Nah, no wait. Yeah, maybe they'll break left into these columns here. And then the third battle on the eastern side. Yeah, wait, I'm trying to roll here. Rolling them out in plain sight so you can see it. Oh, they lost by 8. All right, so your friendly unit, they're gonna take casualties. Oh, 6 casualties.
I help them from where we are.
A crushing defeat. Nah, these distances, they're really far away. So they scatter and break northeast. Okay, so that battle just took place up ahead. And then...
Where's their leader at, by the way? What are they doing?
Their leader is 1,000 feet away on the road here.
What are they doing?
They're standing and watching the battle ensue. They took 2 losses and a win. And they can see that their western flank is doing pretty good, and their eastern flank is getting its ass kicked. So what's the party's plan? Are you going to continue moving straight forward?
Well, okay, it seems like what we need to contend with is the Avengian. Right? That's the main point of this battle. Right?
He's the leader of the enemy army. If you could take him out, enemy morale would fall. When the leader is defeated, the enemy have to make a morale check, and any that lose have to run away. However, Thri-Kreen morale is extremely high. There's only a 15% chance they'll flee.
I feel like we're better off just leaving him for last and then teaming up with everyone else.
Potentially. But I have concerns about what he will do if left unchecked.
What's he doing now? I have a sniper scope. What's he doing?
Well, if you wait a moment, his forces will advance. So he commands all of them to advance. Just gonna put them here. They're going to sort of like meet in the middle here, where these guys advance, these guys advance. This unit with the bad casualties is going to move back into this space and try to hold against these, move into this space. And then the Avengian flies into the air and then
Here we go.
teleports right here.
Oh. Going
At the
straight for Klaxik.
same time, this one teleports in right here.
Alright.
All right. So, the armies join in battle up here. Do you guys want to move and join one of these battles? Because you have the option of joining either of the battles. You can break left to help out the Thri-Kreen on that side, or you could break right to fight the Cloud Rider, the Cloud Ray Rider.
I think we do the Cloud Ray now.
Okay.
Because the Cloud Ray is gonna destroy that Thri-Kreen unit
Yeah.
if they have to fight.
I can focus my spells on the Cloud Ray.
Situation for that, actually. I'm gonna. Alright. How's this? How's this idea? Air Elemental, take Mask of Monster Domination. I assume you don't need to be a caster to use it. Give it to some random Thri-Kreen, and tell him to use its power against the Cloud Ray.
Oh yeah. Well, you still have to move into that space and find a Thri-Kreen in that unit and give it to him.
Send the Elemental to do it?
Okay. Well, the party moves as a unit with the little little horse icon, a little knight. So it's all the same. If the party's moving up, your elemental's moving up.
What do you guys think?
Krios already said he'd like to go for Shemu. Is everybody in agreement? You want to move into that battle on the western
Yes.
side?
You have unfinished business, Shamu.
I have an idea. Sending spell to the Thrycreen over there to move in over to where we are at.
They're
Yeah.
pretty engaged with the enemy Thrycreen that are coming right towards them. They can't really break off, otherwise they'll be in a bad spot. So they're fighting their battle. You're fighting the Cloud Rider. And
Alright.
so let's
I will
resolve
appeal to
all of
majority
these
opinion.
rules.
You
All
can
right.
down this mother.
Chexchik is going to engage with the Avengian Bokum. And it looks like 2 units can engage with 1 enemy Thrycreen unit. Alright, so let me resolve some of the enemies first. So a couple of the enemy Thrycreen units, they disengaged after a bad defeat. But these other units, they're going to fight. So here we've got
It's almost like Warhammer 40k rules.
they
isn't
lost
it?
by 8. Alright. So the enemy Thrycreen, they took 6 casualties. They're up to 8. They lost badly. They're forced back. They go off
Did you
into
hear
this
me?
square. It is a little bit like Warhammer, I guess, but I've never played it, so I
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
couldn't really comment. I think they have a lot more.
Combat's-
They have a lot more dice that they roll, though. They roll piles of dice in Warhammer, as far as I know. I'm just using
like-
1d20 for each army.
I'd like the combat system you use for this, because this sounds fun to run by itself.
3 casualties on the enemy side. And they're forced back to here. They scatter back here.
Is this the same system we're using where we're just using like spells to help put bonuses on the roll?
Yeah, I think I'm going to change a few things, though, like Bardic Inspiration should probably just be a +1.
Okay.
And maybe for, like, attackers, I was giving, like, +1 for attacks, but then you could probably increase it to +2 with, like, Action Surge and stuff like that.
I can keep concentration on bless on our group.
But again, spells would just count as a modifier on the dice roll. So here, let's actually play it out. So Shemu Cloud Rider, she's going to make her roll, and let's see here. I wrote down what numbers she's got. All right. She's going to cast a 9th level spell at the party, so that's +9. And the Cloud Ray is going to use its giant electric storm, which is also pretty powerful. It's +9. So it's a +18 on this dice roll. So
I'm going to use a counter spell bracelet on her spell.
oh yeah. Let's roll that
Can
out.
can someone roll the dice for me? Because my laptop, the power died, so I don't have internet on my laptop anymore.
All right.
Can someone roll?
Chris, you want to roll that?
Roll a what?
D20?
Yeah. Plus or minus is it or? I'm just rolling a d20, and I roll it 13.
13 is good.
Is there any modifiers when you do counter spells?
It's a spellcasting check, so you're adding your proficiency and you're adding your modifier for spells, which is wisdom. So I think you got it, right? It's a 9th level spell. It's DC 19. So you needed a modifier of 6, and between proficiency and your wisdom, you do have 6, right?
I have +8 for both my proficiency and wisdom modifier combined.
Okay, so yeah, you counter the spell. So then she only gets a +8 from the Cloud Ray spell. All right, so what's everybody else doing?
I'm focusing my attacks on the Cloud Ray and this rider.
Anyone who's currently any chaff near us, so I can do my plan.
Chaff.
You
There's-
know, mooks, mobs, fodder.
No. Only allies. Cloud Ray and allies.
Is the weather stormy, cloudy?
Nah, dry as a bone. Not a cloud in the sky.
Alright.
What level spell? Grimorn, what level spell?
On him?
What are you casting?
Level 4. Fireball. I know.
4th level fireball. Alright, +4. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
What's your contribution here?
My contribution. Yeah, I'm gonna Hulk smash on any of the meteor targets.
Alright, so you're making your regular attack. That'll give you a +1. Do you want to rage?
Oh yeah, I mean.
That'll give you another +1, so you're at 2.
I got my
Do you want to spend any resources where you have limited uses per day to get another +1?
yeah. I mean.
Like a boom or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my booms.
Okay, that'll get you to +3.
I have my what do you call it as well? My Zealous present.
Can you do that also during the same round?
In the same round?
Yeah, as if this was one round of combat.
Oh no, not one round of combat.
Okay, so we'll just stop at 3. Okay,
And
so
I got
then,
my,
well, actually, Ulrig, she could help too. Do you want her to do more than a
Sure.
regular attack? Should she
Yeah,
spend
well,
her
it's
action surge or
action
something?
surge. If
Okay.
it's a bigger enemy, yeah.
So that's another +2.
I do have my sword attacking as well.
Okay, so we'll bump you up to 5 then. Okay. So that's 5 and 5.
As my
That
action,
the dragon guy's gonna
Your action
attack
was
too,
counter
right?
spell, so you can't do something else also.
The dragon's gonna attack too, right?
Not here. He's somewhere else.
Where's he at?
What
He's
is he
Fighting
doing?
the other
He's headed to
dragon.
the other dragon.
Oh,
ninja counter spells a reaction though.
Fair point.
Or-
All right. You're right. Go ahead. What's your spell?
So I'd use as an action during the turn. I would use Ice Storm from my staff.
All right. What's that? 4th level?
Fourth
Cool.
level.
Is he here?
See ya.
He's not.
Is
Will?
he in the Discord?
Okay, so based on my understanding, the deal is this. I want to wait until Taurus or somebody joins the fray against the cloud monster. Somehow someone's going to get in close combat with the cloud ray, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When that happens, then I'm going to be throwing my dagger, my Psi Knives. I'll throw both Psi Knives. I will use a dice to on each attack. I've got 9 dice per day, I think. No, 8 dice per day. It was.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So I'll use a dice for every round. So that gives another bonus +1, right?
And then I always give you another +1 for a sneak attack, so that gets you to 3.
Right, and then yeah, I can use a. You said a. I was listening. You said it. What's the word? God dang it! exhaustible items or something like that. You said.
Yeah, any resource that you can spend, like a psionic ability or a once-a-day action surge, like anything that that can be used will get you another bonus +1. Even healing items, you're just in the battle, you heal yourself, it helps the combat. So anything you can expend is another +1.
Ah, I know what it is. Okay, so I've got those. Actually, this might be a time for me to break from the group because this actually works better against the other Thri-kreen. I'm gonna bomb them with those sticks of. I bought 3 of those torches of bug repellent. That was like toxic for Thri-kreen.
Ah.
Where?
So instead of
there.
attacking the Shemu Cloud Rider, you're going to sneak off into the other square and create a wall of toxic bug poison.
Well, what I want to do is, especially as they're like just kind of the back of the ranks, kind of so confusion as they're trying to retreat or something like that. You know, if I can use my military background to make this more useful, I would think I would kind of like cut off the retreat, although that might make them more fervent. They would also be in disarray and have their numbers cut down as they like try to go backwards, and all of a sudden they're coughing and they can't figure out what to do. That's the plan. Okay.
I feel like that's just so. How many do you have?
I've got 3. I'm hoping that I can throw them all. I'm going to use them all in this round, if I can.
I don't know if you can. Can you use? Or are they?
You're gonna have to spend the round
bonus
moving
action?
though, because you're too far away from the target zone.
Okay. I mean, I'll. You know what? Okay. But based on the rules, I will use 1 each round. There you go. I'll use 1 each round based on the rules, and that gives me what, +4 to the roll?
Technically, to get out into the next zone is like 4 turns away.
Oh. Well, either way, we're doing this against the Cloud Ray. The point is to use an expendable item. I've been talking too much anyway as it is, so I'm going to go ahead and just say, okay, attacking, double attack, sneak attack, expendable item.
Do you still want to
There we
split
go.
off and head off to the south?
Look, wherever it makes sense. I don't want to get bogged down in the details.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay,
I
so
thought it was a good idea.
C is not
Yeah.
here. I'm going to say that he attacks with his bow for 1, and he Bardic Inspiration somebody to get to 2.
Of course.
He doesn't think he needs to cast a spell this turn. He'll hold it for a more important battle. So, did we miss anybody? I think everybody got a thing.
Me.
Taro, what's your contribution? You casting a spell?
Yes, but I have a question.
What's up?
Do Cloud Rays need to be able to think or move to fly?
No, it can just levitate.
It's like a constant spell that's on it?
Yep. Perpetual levitate from birth.
Problematic. Okay, new plan. And the spell I picked doesn't really, like, does the effects not work, or is it just
So-
having a +1?
I would really like for you to describe what you're doing when you cast the spell, and for it to make sense narratively, because we're trying to focus more on the describing the big event rather than the nitty-gritty of the individual like rolls. So we're not looking at the spell effects or any of that. We're just giving you a bonus for the level of the spell, but it is good to say what you're doing.
What's the name of the person riding the Cloud Ray?
Shemu Cloud Rider.
Demu Cloud Rider, I say. I accuse you of heresy against all the world. Face your punishment, psychic glance.
All right. Big spell.
Um,
Plus what? What level spell? 5?
4.
4. Okay.
You said there's a dragon against us?
There's
Yes,
an
our
Earth
dragon-
Drake on the butte far to the east, and your
Okay,
dragon
that's good.
ally is going to fight it.
Got it. I was gonna say if there's a dragon and it does a breath weapon, I can use my reaction to cancel that.
Yeah, that might be useful at some point in the near future.
Yeah. Once per day, I can use it. What? What's her name has the ring of jumping? Can she use that?
Nah, it's not enough of a combat-related thing to get a bonus on this.
Okay, I'll use the potion of fire breath.
Okay. So let's see where we're at. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Well, that's my last
19, 24. That's a hell of a bonus.
My last one.
Okay, so 28 versus 16. You beat him by 12.
And now the roll.
Alright, the enemy is stuck and takes casualties and loses an officer. Roll minus 1d8 on rolls. Alright. Ah, 6. That's rough. Alright, Shemu was badly wounded by that. So she went down, but her pet is still alive and it's protective of her.
Oh, I'm gonna go in on that shit. But fuck that. I am going to terminate that.
Yeah,
Well-
but like she's way up in the air, so it's kind of hard to do.
Sia has fly. Can Sia cast fly on me? Oh,
Well, hang on.
He's not
So that battle's been resolved. I still have some others to do. So Torkreen, Chexchick, and the Avengian Bokum are going to battle each other. They unleash powerful spells. Chexchick is using her defensive sword and her incredibly high armor class and her monk abilities. Just unleashing a tremendous series of attacks. But the Avengian Bokum actually has her trapped in a psychic illusion, and she's not even fighting a real thing, and then she ends up losing pretty badly. Oh, actually, she pulls out a narrow evasion. It looked bad, but she only got a -1.
In the event that it matters, I gave her Gift of Alacrity, if you'll recall. In case you forgot.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to change the outcome. Alright, the dragon moved. Okay, in that battle, they were forced to retreat. In that battle,
But she
they
dead.
were forced to
or-
retreat. I think this unit is going to move here, and this unit is going to move here. They're advancing down the middle here.
Is Chak dead?
No. She took a minor wound. She's only got a -1. It's probably not going to change the outcome much. Compared to the -6 that Shemu got. That's a pretty terrible one. Okay, so a new round begins. So it seems like you're winning against Shemu, but the cloud ray is flying around with the badly wounded Shemu in a out of the way location up in the sky. So do you want to continue to fight Shemu, or do you want to go after one of the other groups here? It seems like Chexchick needs some help. You could move back and back up Chexchick, or you could stick it out here.
Do we want to finish this guy for once?
yes. I want to finish him.
All right, you want to stay and
Help
fight.
Chak's chicks.
We can divert thereafter.
Why not survive that long?
Ways the cloud ray. Was it was flying away so that we couldn't hit Shamu anymore?
Yeah, after she was wounded, it flew high up into the sky.
Okay.
Like it did last time.
No, we're going after. We're gonna try to fucking take this thing out.
If I
You got a wind the wind elemental?
if I can't even use my Call of Thunder or Call Lightning to hit it, then I can't do anything to it. I don't have spells
This
that
is
go
the
that far.
war. We don't really have time to go chase down the runaways.
Yes, we do.
Don't you want to go fight an Avengion? Or an evil
No.
Avengion?
Not really.
Why do you want to fight that guy?
Because my first time being to fight him.
Because what?
My first time being to fight him.
The crystal head statue thing.
He said you guys got messed up by him.
No, we got messed up by the dragon that joined us.
Yeah. I wanna fix it.
Alright, so during this round of combat, these Thri-Kreen are going to attack those Thri-Kreen. Oh, it's really close. Tie. Nothing happens. So you and Shamu Cloud Rider are gonna duke it out. Let's see.
Well,
The
I'm gonna
Cloud
finish
Ray's
them off.
gonna do +5. But it's got -6, so it's actually clocking in at a -1 on this roll. That's pretty terrible. I have to look at Shemu's details and see if she can do something here.
Shamu's not like unconscious, is it? Is he?
Yeah, I mean, it described it as the commander went down. It doesn't necessarily mean that she was killed. Like, she wasn't killed, but she is incapacitated for that turn at least by something.
So now it's just basically us trying to catch catch the Cloud Ray to get finish the Cloud Ray. That's how we killed. So that's how we ended up killing the Cloud Ray last time. We had to kill the
Are there
Cloud
any
Ray.
Thri-Kreen minions nearby?
There's a friendly unit that's engaging an enemy unit a little bit to the east, to the southeast of you.
I mean, like within spitting distance of us.
No. Yeah, they're probably like three moves away. All right, so I need to know everybody's bonus for this attack. So, Taurus, what do you got?
I'm going to attack.
+1. You're probably still raging. Let's just give you a +1
Yeah.
for that too.
Yeah, I'll put it raging. And I'll use a boom. So, I used the boom, so he can't escape. So what you call it? Can't escape. He's taking damage.
Let's assume it was her and not the Cloud Ray she's riding. It can still move.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't think about that.
Oh, right, she's getting a +1 in there at least.
Yeah. But I'll use another boom on the Cloud Ray
Cool.
itself.
All right. Will.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. If I blow a dice, I can teleport up to 100 feet. Can that take some time off of me helping the battle out?
You're getting too nitty gritty with it. Like it's meant to be very generalized down to a dice roll.
Okay.
Expendable. Can you expend?
I am expending the rest of those torches. I got one more torch after this, so I'm expending it. Attack, flying, and torches. So, yes, +4.
So you
Yes?
filled the area that you're in here with a cloud of noxious gas.
Well, as long as I go, it's for the enemy Thri-Kreen unit. I want to make sure it's not hurting our unit. Which it looks kind of like. I'm getting nitty gritty again, but
It gives them disadvantage if they fight you here.
right. Okay. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Chris, what kind of 3?
Level 4.
Level 4. All right. Level 4 fireball. Morg.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him.
I use a call lightning.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. What level?
Level 3.
Level 3. All right. Sia will give another bardic inspiration to Taurus and shoot his bow.
I got my sword too attacking as well.
What's our plus up to right now?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14.
I'm not gonna lie. I was saving this and I didn't even realize I had it. But I'm gonna use my plum of flying. That's another plus.
Alright.
So that it makes sense.
Okay.
I'm
Having a
gonna
battle
chase
in
it
the air,
down.
it does make sense.
I'm gonna chase it down in the air.
Can we keep up with the cloud ray?
Taro.
I get with the plum of flying. I get 60 feet fly per turn.
That's
What
pretty
was
good.
the question just now?
Okay, new round of combat, new battle. Trying to defeat the Cloud Ray. Do you want to throw a spell at it?
No, see, ask a question. What is that noise like someone's freaking bobbing for apples?
Yeah, it's long making feedback.
Your mom.
The long's got bad feedback going on.
Alright, whatever.
Thank you, Long.
Sia was asking something.
What level spell are you casting?
No use saving it, I guess. Control lens, 5th.
5th level. Big one. You want to make this definitive. Alright.
Hopefully I can crash it into the enemy or something.
Adding plus 20 to the roll. Okay, that's heavy duty. Let's find out the
You good?
results. So you get a 27 versus a 20. Beat it by 7.
Cloud Ray's dead.
Evil fucking Avengian. Evil Avengian.
So the Cloud Ray is going to retreat in this direction here.
I'm gonna chase it. I'm personally gonna chase it. So I'm flying already.
Okay, we got one more combat to deal with. So 2 Thri-Kreen units are going to rush towards the Avengian Bokum. Torkreen Chekschik, engaged with Bokum, is now backed up by some allies. But Bokum casts Earthquake, and everybody in the area is knocked flat on their ass, and he's going to laugh at all of the Thri-Kreen who are unable to do anything as they're knocked down for the turn. Then he engages in battle with Chekschik, using a variety of mind powers, and so the two duke it out in the realm of their minds. Ah! Chekschik's getting crushed. Her knees buckle, and she lets out a click of pain. She takes another 4 wounds. She's got 5 wounds now, and she actually has to fall back. She retreats towards the party here and sends a plea. I need your help. But as she gets closer, she realizes there's toxic aura and she can't get too close, so she stops about here in between the pillars, using them for cover. Okay, so then we go into a new round of combat. So, what do you do? Do you stay to help the leader of the Thrycreen, or do you continue to pursue Shemu? Enter Cloud Ray.
I guess still alive.
Not defeated yet.
Maybe let's make sure that our friendly general doesn't get killed.
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
What is Hamanu's squad doing this entire time?
Hamanu squad. They are over here in these cacti.
Doing what though?
Well, Jaren is going to destroy all of these cacti. And gobble up all of that sweet, sweet power.
And then
Alright. Well, now that he's powered up with all that power, I'm going to move back in this direction. Alright, so this is the new round of combat. The armies have clashed. Many of the enemy troops are rushing towards their leader Bokum.
Do that because of the cloud in the way.
Well, they're not gonna fight the party because of the cloud, yeah. They can't enter the area. It's like area denial. So they're moving in these directions that the lines indicate.
Kinesis her over the wall.
There's no wall. It's just every 50 feet there's a pillar.
Gas wall.
I feel like I need to get more nitty gritty with this area denial. You know,
Kinesis her over the
Well,
gas.
So if you want, the party could move to this square and create another area denial, and that would prevent all of these enemy forces from getting to your leader, Chekstchik. So technically,
Yeah,
that
well,
could
look,
prevent the armies from engaging.
I can split off and do that.
yeah, I think
Because
that you
Taurus
should
wants to
with
go
party.
this way, so if you
I
want
think I
to go
can-
do that
I
on
can
your
handle
own, you
this.
could.
This thing's on its last legs.
Yeah,
It just means
you
that
know.
it just means we'll put your figurine on the board as a solo, and
Yeah, I feel like that's what I need to do because
I'm
it
flying
just
around.
seems strategically a better choice to make use of this area denial weapon that I have.
Yeah, I think you should go with. The rest of the party should go. I think at this point, it's already been defeated twice. He's been defeated. The other thing's been defeated to the point it's retreating, and I'm just chasing down a cloud ray.
it's got a -12 right now. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm chasing down a cloud ray on my own. Or I'm chasing
Why?
down a cloud ray.
Okay. So could I, like,
I'll just
How
fly
old-
back to the party at 120 later.
try kick, frickin'.
Chekstchik? Will you
Yes.
heal Chekstchik?
How old is Chekstchik?
Chekstchik is pretty old, 40.
Would they die from time stopping?
No, probably not.
Probably.
They're not an elderly old human like the other guy was.
Okay. Then I will make them aware of the time stop device. And wait, how many feet away are they?
I would guess probably 240 feet, maybe less, 200
Oh.
feet, something like that.
Okay, I'm entrusting her with the time stop devices given by the air elemental, and she's been told how it works with magic.
All right.
Another one of your victims.
We're actually
You
going
shut your face.
going over time here. Let me make a note about what we've done so far this turn. So,
I truly can stop because I've been kind of wanting to stop, but I didn't want to say anything. So I can go to bed.
I just want to finish the cloud ray so I can come back to the party.
Yeah, easier said than done. It might take several turns. And
got
we're
this
already past midnight. I'm surprised that Taro's still here. Taro said he's gonna leave at 11.
Let's go upstairs, probably because of that presidential debate thing going on right now.
Yeah, I kind of want to go check on that. Find out how badly all of them did.
Didn't even know what was going on. Man.
I'm rooting for Vivek.
Yeah.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Apparently he's doing pretty good in the polls, 55% or something. Beating DeSantis. Alright, it's packed. You can save it. Thanks for watching out there in Twitch land. It's been ever so much fun. Catch us again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.